I'm first. Woohoo.
Congrats on being first, Ziri. Hello, Lunagi. Hello, hello, hello. Giveaway day today. You haven't bought your tickets yet. Buy your tickets. The first one is free. You're too depressed for evil today? Hey, Mr. Default, how you doing? Bing bong people. Hello, hello, hello. Baki, hello. Even though I already said hello to you in Discord, I still say hello. Maybe I should post that we're live. Yeah, I should probably do that. Yep. You know, my one responsibility tonight is posting the fact that we're live. And I am not fulfilling that duty. Hello, Alaris. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Okie dokie. It's been 5 minutes. Y'all know what that means? It means I check on our Discord and make sure everyone's ready to go live. Are y'all ready? Okay. We'll go live then.
will cease the previous line of conversation.
You are
Stella's
now.
horned up.
You are now. We are now live.
Oh, hello.
Hello, everybody. Sabra, your health is still extremely low on the map screen.
They're
right now.
busy getting horned
Sabra
up.
is
Give them a
busy.
minute.
Oh, I understand
minute.
now. I understand now.
Yeah, they're getting horned.
I get it. I get it now. It took me a moment to realize what you all were saying. Oh my gosh, that's massive.
It's a big horn.
That may be a lot longer than what it actually is. In
I think
that's accurate.
Hey
1-1.
now, if Severa is actually like 2.5 feet tall, then it's accurate.
Someone's gonna like swing around and whack Jean in the head with it.
Yes, 100%.
From where
Well-
I'm sitting, I could probably hit Jolene.
Oh, come on, baby. Swing it.
She likes that a little too much.
He's gonna poke Sab with it.
So just for everybody's information, our current totals are DM 5 advantage,
Thank you, Lunagi.
Jolene 3 advantage, Juke 1 advantage,
Wait, since
John-
when?
0,
Since when do I have
Jack
one
won.
advantage?
Severa 1.
I think I also have a single use of my special ability.
Jean and
since-
Severa 1 use special ability. These are our current totals.
Since when did I get an advantage?
Quit asking. If he says that you have one, just take it. Hush. It's like someone's handing out cookies and you're like, well, I didn't know I was supposed to get a cookie. Like, you just take the cookie.
I can't just take someone else's advantage. That's why I was asking. Since when
You
did I
sure
get an-
can.
It's yours. Sab bequeathed it to you.
I guess so.
It's yours, my friend, as long as you have enough Twitch bits.
Mary, thank you for 14 months. Thank you, thank you.
All right, so
We
what did I
need-
just say? Juke
we
has
need Twitch
1
bits.
advantage.
My name
Jack
was
has
highlighted.
1.
Well, Stella just gave me an advantage, so
Jean has
now
0.
what? Okay,
Oh,
so
you
now I
have
have
2
two
now.
now. I have player advantage. Thank you. Thank you,
Jolene
Stella.
has 3.
3.
I have 5.
5.
Severa has 1. And Severa has 1 special ability, and Jean has 1 special.
Don't forget,
Okay.
Sever also has a thick ass horn.
This is true.
Actually,
I
Lay it.
will
Bop, 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 bop.
I will give a brief overview of what happened in our last session. The party had to determine how to
Horn.
handle things now that they had dispatched Lady Scabatha Nightshade, Granny Nightshade, murdered, dead, slain,
Definitely murdered.
killed,
Yeah.
mutilated even. Dismembered for trophies, literally.
Brutal.
The rest of her gone, vanished into the ether. That said, our murderous limb-stealing party found themselves in a bit of a pickle, as everything they are aware of in order to attempt to free Zybilna was now off the table, because as far as they're aware, the only thing that can function to break the curse of the cauldron is a dismembered unicorn horn.
It had to be dismembered for some strange reason.
Yes, it doesn't work when it's attached to a unicorn. So, in that vein, they went to go and speak to Lamorna and Elidor, the unicorn mated couple that had recently been reunited. They arrived in the middle of some beep and then some beep, 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 beep. And
You can
then
say coitus.
there were many shenanigans going on with, as the unicorns dubbed it, expressions of love. That said, some pointed questions were asked of our characters in regards to statuses that shall remain private and only for the characters, and may be read into however you wish. That said, the end result was a bequeathing of gifts from the unicorns, as some rings were bestowed, a wondrous detached 11 3/4 inch long unicorn horn, glowing and worthy of 5 uses unless they go ahead and pay the premium tax that will be to my PayPal to get an extra use out, $25 for each use, and otherwise it will return automatically to Elidor.
What are you, EA? Ah,
That said,
it's in the game,
there
or is
are-
it not? I'm
that
not sure.
There
said,
are also
Severa
gifts.
agreed consensually. I will very distinctly add to witness their expression of love.
I did have to
During
slap her,
this-
slap him right in the face.
During this, Severa found Severa slightly overwhelmed. We're not sure what was going on in Severa's mind, but I'm sure it was fun. That said, Severa has found herself now, after witnessing the expression of unicorn love, to be extremely horny in comparison to who she was before, as a 7.5-inch unicorn horn sprouted from her forehead.
Welcome in, Peppermint Foxford. Thank you for the follow.
Good time to follow.
Perfect time to follow, right?
As you can see from Severa's reactive, 7.5-inch might be an inaccurate measurement.
So
gotta
on
respect
the
the drip, though.
topic of our group receiving gifts, we had also received gifts from a particularly large spider. We
This is
also
correct.
we
Eight-legged friend.
also stopped a curse from being lifted from a NPC. I believe his name is Will. He would have turned into a child eating Oni. And we somehow got that extended by, what the heck was her name? Prism or something?
Charm.
Charm. That's right. Charm.
Wait.
Darkling Elder.
Wait, are
For-
you
for
saying
me to remember?
Are you
Wow.
saying we talked to a Darkling about extending
Yes.
our Oni's curse warranty?
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
We extended our curse warranty. Who knows how actual?
It'll last for like 100 or 1,000 years.
Yeah, it's
and
another
it's
1,000
not your
years.
problem anymore.
Yeah, it's another 1,000 years. So we're good on that.
Yeah,
But
so we're gonna be
Fair Charm
dead
did
in
say
the
give or
ground.
take.
so while our players did receive many gifts last week, today we will be giving a gift over to chat. If you have been following for 30 days, sorry for those that are new followers. We will be giving away a set of Ack Inc. dice tonight. I did post it on the Twitter and the Discord. There are pictures on there. For some reason, I cannot get this dang picture to load on OBS tonight, so sorry. But you can go to that link right there. Your first ticket is free. Other than that, you've been collecting $bucks this entire time. If you do exclamation point points, you can find out exactly how many points you have, and believe me, many of you have very many. So
Yeah,
either
but the
keep
points don't
stockpiling
matter.
them.
Remember.
You either can keep stockpiling them and wait for another giveaway, or use some up tonight. Bye-bye. All right, I'm done.
That said, we rejoin our party as Squirt the oil can has just got done squirting all over them. Dousing them with squirt, if you will.
Oh heavens, I'm drenched.
It's gloopy, it's sloppy, it's oily. It's just a mess.
And
A
it goes.
filthy mess. And one by one, the party finds themselves slippery, slick. So much so that they slip through
Fabric
the
of
bonds
reality.
that hold them to the realm of thither. And they find themselves slipping into the realm of yawn.
The other side.
That music change. Stop. Oh yeah,
And
we're
there's
like way
always
down here, aren't we?
a scary door.
Yeah, we're at the Lockberry Henge, right?
Oh yeah. Lockbury. That's what it says.
Yes.
So, one by one, you find yourselves transported. Severa is the first to arrive. Severa, you find yourself alone for a moment, standing upon a broken plinth in the center. What may have once been an obelisk. There are runic symbols underneath what remains. It only takes a few seconds more for Jolene to appear. Jolene finds herself standing before the shattered remains of this obelisk. Then
Oh.
Juke on the other side. Then Squirt, the oil can. And then Jean.
Whoa.
There's a pause.
Jack.
Squirt
Pause.
looks around, counts you, and Jean, you wake up from this transition through reality.
Oh yeah, you've been knocked out. You just like wake up on a different plane of existence.
What
When
happened?
Jean
Where
comes
are we?
to when Jean, the way that you wake up is because you were previously being carried by Jack, and as you
just-
slip through reality, you are suspended in air for a moment and hit the rocky ground of this plateau.
Oh, there goes gravity.
1d6 psychic damage.
Jack is nowhere to be
6.
seen.
Oh my gosh.
Squirt,
This is
Oh.
jelly all over again.
Squirt looks
Yep.
confused and then goes, "Oh, well, I may have made a mistake. See, I used up all my oil, but maybe I should have done the one with fur first because it sort of absorbs a lot of it."
Are they tore asunder between here and there and
Oh,
now?
no.
Squirt pops out of existence for a moment.
Oh
Pops
man,
back.
Scoob, it's all kinds of fucked in there, man.
And
Oh god.
Squirt says, "Well, they're not why I left them, and they're not here. I'll try and find them."
Before
You
you
won't
leave, which
try
direction?
to do anything.
What do you mean, which direction? As lightning crackles from the clouds below and lances up to this strange star-shaped pillar, and then
It's like Christmas.
arcs across the gap of the mountains to one of the other pillars that you can see. Far to the northeast, you see a glowing castle high atop a mountain range. Between you and it,
Oh.
you see what appear to be some sort of chimneys. Some smoking, some not. It's difficult to say what this land is, but unlike the rest of Prismare, there's one overwhelming feeling you get from it, which is dead.
Oh.
There's no greenery. There's no plant life near you that you can see. It's
all stone.
nighttime. The stone around you is quiet. There's no peppy but crazed mushroom people. There doesn't seem to be any sign of life other than the lights you can see in the distance to some directions.
Reminds me of home.
I mean, yeah, I was about to say this does look kind of like your place, just a little bit.
The
Though
wind-
this is
And we
greenery
have
over here.
grass.
The wind
Yeah.
picks up and, well, you can't see it from here.
Oh,
It's nighttime.
that's
It's very
true.
dark. All you can see are lights.
You're in the other room.
You hear
Hey, Sap, I don't think I'm getting
Rain.
that music.
You're not getting the music?
No.
I got the music.
Yeah.
I got the music in me.
It has quiet points.
Yeah. It's quiet. It's quiet.
Is that better?
Hear it now, yeah.
Crank that shit up.
That said, Squirt says, I'll try and find what happened to your big kitty cat.
I'll grab him by the scruff.
It's an oil can.
I'll say, I will grab him by his entire body. My hand can probably make a circle around it.
Yes.
And I'll say, you won't try to do anything. You will find Jack. Or else so help me,
Jean, you just,
brother.
Jean, you just got a player advantage.
And then I'll let him go.
Jolene, you also had gotten a special skill usage from Lunagi.
Thank you, man.
Nice.
So do make sure that you write those down because I am deleting them from my request log.
I've got it written.
It's down. Brass tacks. Yeah, I'll threaten the squirt pad to not let our friend be lost in everywhere all at once, I guess.
Yes. Okay, I'll do my best.
Yeah, you will, you little bastard.
While this has been
by the
going
way,
on, I've been just shaking Jean in the back, being like, Jean, the unicorn stabbed me. You have to help me. I'm not paying attention.
Jean spins around. Bah! Oh.
Help! Oh, your friend is gone.
What? Wait, what did she say?
Your friend is gone.
Nonchalantly.
early she said, "Help me! A unicorn stabbed me
That's
through
what
the
I
head."
thought I heard.
That's why he screamed when he turned around.
Oh, like through the back, and it just is going all the way through the front.
Do I leave it in or do I take it out? Do I leave it in or do I take it out?
Okay.
Wait,
Hold still.
tell me, Sean,
Oh
Sean,
god.
Sean,
Oh
Sean.
god.
Wait,
Oh
wait,
god.
wait.
He like pulls out his holy symbol, like his hands are full. He's like, where does it hurt? Oh my god.
Tevra, he's about to pass out again.
Touch the horn quick. That's the only way to quell its rage.
I do not think that's how it works.
Does
Can
it
I-
hurt? And he'll like motion his finger like he's about to touch the horn. It's like does it do it? Do we
Please don't do
do we
that.
move it?
No.
Sean.
It'll bleed. Yes.
You ask consent before you touch a lady's horn like that. Wow, where you grew up, man. Gosh.
Wait, a
Decorum.
lady's horn? What do you mean?
They have a horn.
Last thing I remember was seeing some unicorns in the distance, and they were doing. And you see John get the
They
full
were
body shiver.
prancing.
Something.
They were prancing.
That's what happens.
And then everything went dark. Oh my! Oh, by the gods!
So your reactive is basically your expression right now.
Oh, the scared
this
little.
Contagious.
Yeah, we're all a little
Okay.
horny now.
They could
Just
stab you
different-
too.
Oh god! He holds up his shield.
You can't block it.
So,
It's
Are you
as-
by
seeing any
air.
symptoms?
as you are having this encounter with each other,
By the way, your friend is missing, Jean.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
little more
Squirt
concerning to
fucked
me
it.
right now than
lightning strikes again, crashing incredibly loudly nearby.
Oh my god, we were talking.
Rude. Where?
And
Can't just
is
lightning strike
Dad?
during a panic attack, okay? It's rude.
Good. Just ride that adrenaline.
the thunder rumbles across the clouds below you.
I mean, given that we're missing our fighter, yes, let the adrenaline fill you because we're going to need every bit of it.
Oh no! Jean's the only front.
You are the only
now.
front line.
Hey,
I'm the
I'm a
tank.
wizard. I'm a frontliner. I'll be there with
With
the
how
rest
much
of you.
AC, my dear?
Like 23?
Bullshit!
No, that's what my AC is. I'm a blade singer wizard.
Where would you like to go?
So
Oh,
if we
shit.
look over the edge, is it just like cliff descending into clouds?
To the direct north, northwest, and west and southwest. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Tab. D&D Beyond is not saving my notes again. What the heck is my trigger word for the animated shield? Or rather, the bracers, so I can write it down on this WordPad document because I can't trust D&D Beyond to hold anything.
Shazam!
It was
I
not
don't
Shazam.
remember what we picked. I
Oh,
think
it's
it
my
was,
belt is loose.
No.
ah,
I don't remember what we picked, so just pick whatever you want it to be.
Is now a bad time to tell you guys I'm afraid of heights?
Yes.
Well,
Okay.
no, because you got to deal
I
with that
won't-
by yourself now.
I won't
so-
tell you I'm afraid of heights.
Okay, good. It's best to not. I'm afraid of lows. Does that make sense?
It's okay. I'm afraid of stairs.
So unless, as Squirt the oil can vanishes away, unless some of you can fly, it looks like your best path going forward is to the southeast.
How
Well, guess
steep
what,
is this
everybody?
Cliff.
I can fly.
I can't. So
Believe you can fly.
Fly. Yep. I also have Featherfall, so if someone wants to just jump off and very slowly reach the bottom.
I will say that looking out farther to the southwest, you can see that at one of the points where the clouds dissipate, there is no bottom.
Hmm.
There is no ground at any
Oh.
point. It literally drifts into space.
jumping off
God.
may not be the best idea.
Or you may come down from the top.
It's a
You don't know.
Yeah, what if you just yo-yo
I
and just,
mean,
"Whoa."
Basically,
start-
you would Featherfall for, I think it's what, a minute? And then you would fall.
Yes.
It's you're just drifting out into space, and the shooting stars meme songs start playing as you're just rotating into the
Is there
distance.
a rock nearby?
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna
There's
pitch one off
plenty
the
of
side.
rocks. Which direction?
Into the abyss.
You're gonna have to give me an athletics check because there is like a
a lot of
almost
abyss.
almost like a literal slide that you can whee off the side if you wanted.
Yeet.
Athletics.
Yeah,
To throw a rock?
you got to throw it far to get it to go through the clouds.
Oh, I get it. I get it.
You throw it, and it does not make it far enough. You see it hit the slope on the way down, but you do follow its trail as it goes down the slope. You see it like launch up, literally like it went down a slide with like a jump at the end, and then it floofs through the clouds. You never hear another impact.
Nope, you do not come down from the top.
Hey, y'all. Posture check.
Good thing I have the perfect tool for this. And I'll snap my fingers and summon my familiar.
Time to kill another one.
All right, Owlsby. It's an owl. His name is Owlsby, and he is very cute. And I'd be like, "Hey, go look around," and I'll look through his eyes, and he's like, "Come on, hold on to me."
Lightning. Maybe
Are you
let
sure you
them
wanna
know.
do that?
Is it gonna hit?
Be away from any of the lightning rods.
Look,
I don't want to. He's just flying around.
It is
lightning
gonna
never-
get hit by lightning.
Well, I know Sab's gonna kill it no matter what I do anymore.
No,
So-
I'm not.
Look. Okay, look.
I
Baki.
will roll a chance to see if it dies if you
Look,
do things where it's in
even if
danger.
Even if it gets struck by lightning once, lightning never strikes the same familiar twice, so he's safe.
Well, it's technically a different familiar the second time, so they're always gonna get struck
it's
by
the-
lightning.
We ruled it's the same one.
Oh man, he's gonna
It
hate
is
me.
just
Good thing they don't have
traumatized.
brains. All right,
So,
Owlsby,
do you want to do this?
keep your head down and just scout. You know, don't
Okay.
go any higher than I'm
You're not
9 foot tall. If
Okay.
I don't get struck by lightning,
Okay, but I
Stay
am
behind the
going
post.
to roll a percentile dice if it's going to be out near the clouds.
okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Which
dear.
direction does it start at? And are you sending it in a line and then back, or are you telling it to go around the plateau you're on?
Circle around the plateau we're on.
Okay, then I have to roll a percentile dice.
Okay.
Are you having it figure out a path for us to go?
It's looking where we can't because we might fall to our doom. I'd much rather a familiar that costs 16 gold be exploded into nothingness than one of us.
I could just fly us down
No.
to that thing that looks like a
I want-
four-poster bed.
I would like
Yep.
Tay to come over here for a moment.
Oh, dear God.
Oh, see, I knew it. See, it doesn't matter.
So I rolled
You-
percentile dice. I rolled my percentile dice, and I rolled on the 10s, I rolled 0, 0. And on the 10, I rolled a 1.
So that's good.
That's a 1 out of a D100.
So no, there's 2 zeros. I think
Yeah,
that
I
has to
thought-
be 100.
Yeah, I thought 2 zeros
No.
is a 100.
100 is when you get 10 and 00.
That's 1,000. But yeah, okay.
That's not.
Yeah. I don't know. It's Tay's stream. I think we need to defer to her in this situation.
So that's a 1.
Wait,
So-
whichever is advantageous to us is what I want to have happen.
Well, it's a 1 and low is bad. So I'm sorry to do this.
Okay, I'll just never use one of my key class features ever again.
Look, okay? This was
This
literally
is my luck, too.
I literally was only going to have something bad happen if it was on a 1 to 5 on a D100, and the only way it was going to get struck by lightning was on a 1. It rolled a 1.
Okay, well, it has a saving throw then, correct?
Yes, it does. So roll the
Is-
dexterity saving throw.
Hang on, is the DC like a 4?
Did it roll a 5?
No, I just want to know.
I'm not going to.
That's as high as I can get.
You roll. It has a dex saving throw. It's a D20 plus its dex modifier.
17. 16 plus 1.
It succeeds.
Hey!
So you see it
It takes half
go
damage.
out and
He doesn't, no, hush, quiet. There's no, he's 1 HP. He's a little guy and he's sleepy. And
he's because of the fact that you saved. I'm not
Just a
gonna
little
be
guy.
cruel and do half damage. If it was one of you, you would have taken half damage. However, you see lightning crack and lance out at it, and you swear it goes through it. And it
Wait, wait.
starts to plummet out of the sky. It manages to flap back barely. It like hits the lip of the plateau. One of it, like an entire wing worth of feathers, has been just disintegrated. The wing is still there. The feathers are all gone.
Just a
okay,
little crispy.
I can desummon him and resummon him and he'll be perfectly fine. But anyway, can I
It looks at
see?
you with
Can I see like
pleading,
any?
desperate eyes?
Can I see any points of where we could go after this plateau we're on?
Yes. If you head to the southwest,
Okay.
it told
I
you
will-
that there is
Looks like a
some
bed.
features of interest, including what appeared to be a lake.
Not gonna lie, this looks like a 4-poster bed.
I think it's like a cart.
I think it's a cart. I think you're right, but it looks like a bed.
Don't you worry about what that is.
It's one of those
Yeah.
oh man, what are those little catfish dudes from 14?
Namazu, the cart.
They had the Mikoshi or whatever it is, like the
Yeah,
the
yeah,
float.
yeah.
The pelican.
there's little catfish dudes. We got to eat them too. I heard they're good eating.
Why does everyone want to eat them?
Let's look at
where
them,
do you
so
wanna go?
juicy. Well, hey
Haven't you had
guys,
catfish?
Alsby
so-
said we could go this way, and I'll point in that general direction, and I'll snap him back out of existence so he doesn't know where he ever is really. Wait, does he go back to the Feywild? That's where we are now. He's just hanging out in a different spot.
You snap it. He's just standing there, just like, please help me.
He just like goes like 10 feet behind you, hopping with missing wing.
I'll deapparate him so he doesn't suffer
Okay.
for now. I didn't even do anything that time. That was not
That
on
wasn't
me.
even you. Yeah.
Hey, Seb.
So when you yes,
So you're saying like the cliff down here doesn't lead off into nothing. It clearly leads.
yeah,
Into
that one
some-
does.
Okay.
So when you go to look at it and you like get to that edge because you've been sort of in the middle, and then you said earlier you looked at the north one. When you get to that one, you see your first signs of other life.
Oh, thank God.
There are about 36 goats that all simultaneously turn to stare at you.
Oh God, goat eyes.
Their eyes are unnaturally large.
Of course they are. Freaky goat pupils.
They stare at you.
Jean
almost
would
as
just
if
do.
daring you.
Jean would just do the very gentle, just like shoo, shoo.
Go on.
As you do that, they all simultaneously scatter like cockroaches under a light. They start bounding and leaping all over the place on this steep slope,
How do they
like
do
it's
that?
completely flat ground.
Hey man, goats are crazy.
How steep is this incline?
Oh, I am sorry, Lunagi, but that also would not have made me reroll. We need to add to that. It's force a DM reroll on a D20. We can't
You
change.
can't change the
percentile,
rules.
guys.
You're changing the rules.
Yes, that's
No,
literally my
no.
job.
But you can't agree. No,
I'm
I
the
agree with you on
Dungeon
this.
That being said, are you planning to head down the now bereft of goats slope?
So how steep does this slope look? Like, is it walkable or is it like
You're
a
gonna
little bit-
have to butt slide.
Hold up. Again,
Hold
I
on.
can fly.
How many people can
Secondly,
fly with you?
if they're sitting on my back, it don't frickin' matter now,
How
does
can
it?
you fly?
By using my
I can
Saturn,
fly, I can fly, I can
Oh.
fly.
I
Well, there
can
you
fly.
go. You can. Since
for
Jack is not with you,
10
you can carry
minutes.
the party.
I was about to ask, do I have the carry capabilities of carrying our entire party
As you're thinking about flying,
present?
you're on one of the lower plateaus, and you look a bit higher, and you see that every bit higher seems to have more rain, and the rain becomes more sideways, twisting and turning in different directions very swiftly and rapidly. And there's another cloud layer a little bit higher above that crackles with lightning as well.
Does the rain turn upside down at any point?
Yes.
Trippy. It's raining up.
So you can fly. You probably don't want to fly very high.
No. I mean, I hadn't planned on it either. I was going to say, let's everyone get on my back. I'll slide down as much as possible, then use fly to get
If
to...
need be.
Yeah.
Everyone
I-
on your back?
No, and Jean's looking over the edge. He goes, I'm sorry. I have
Huh?
to. And he takes several steps back and gets a running leap at the edge. And full
it.
on, like, Breath of the Wild whips his shield out under him. He's going for
Snowboard.
it.
What?
He has to. He has to.
This is how he conquers his fear of heights.
Hey,
It calls to me.
I fully support this.
Does Jean
It
have flight
calls me.
capabilities?
No.
No, but he can shield surf.
Do it, John.
He's
But
sending
you-
it. He's sending it.
He's gone. He full sent.
Oh my gods. So now I have to gain on him
No,
to grab
you
him?
can't. He's gone. He is like scraping his way
There's
down.
no connection from this
Yes,
plateau
there
to...
is.
Okay. Juke does not know that.
Yes,
Or
you
he
would.
could've
As soon as you
jumped.
looked over where he went, you would see it.
Yeah, but I had a few moments of freaking freak
Oh,
out
yes. Absolutely.
because I did not know there was a connection there.
He did check beforehand, but would the soundtrack of SSX Tricky or like Tony Hawk Underground start playing
Yeah.
as he just full sends it?
So I'm going to need a either an
hell?
athletics or acrobatics check.
Well, my athletics is definitely better.
So
And-
you're going down just fine, but as you get closer and closer, you realize that yes, they connect, but they don't connect on a level surface. There's that like
Is there a
upturned
lip?
lip all the way
Yes.
around.
As soon as Jean goes over the edge, he's screaming the whole way down, and the scream just gets louder as he gets further away, and then
Is
it
it
gets
like
louder
the
as he's
goofy
approaching the lip.
yodel?
He's just full on just so, yeah.
Roll me
Are
your
you-
athletics and let me know.
Can I use my advantage?
You sure can.
You know,
Because
you gotta
that's
love
a
it.
nat 1.
Okay, so you're back to 0 advantage.
I would have given you bardic inspiration, but I didn't know you were about to do
The
this.
advantage Bella gave me because I don't want to just like road runner leave a crater in the side of this mountain.
If you not one again, nothing can help you.
It wasn't a nat 1.
What'd you
It
get?
wasn't much better. I got a 10.
10 total.
10 total. You just hear,
Better than a
you just hear
one.
John
Telling
scream
you,
and vanish
John.
over the edge.
So you
Bye.
launch yourself down at the lip, and you're basically
Is this the lip that he's now going to like jump
you're
off
basically
of?
like hitting right here. And as you hit it, lightning strikes again, and you realize, like, right as you're hitting the lip, there's like you get the silhouette, like the backdrop lighting, so all you see are figures in shadow. And you realize as you're hitting this lip that you are on a direct collision course for these two figures standing on the other side. These figures appear to be a slender, feminine looking figure, and the other appears to be what you can only think of in this dark silhouette as somebody who is wearing like the dandiest frou-frou stuck up noble outfit you've ever seen, with like the biggest poofiest collar on the planet, like huge fluffy sleeves and ankle bits, and even like a big wide skirted bit. And you see a gleaming purple blood covered rapier in one hand, as you are now on a collision course with these figures. The slender
Wipe
feminine
out.
figure notices you and points in your direction and says something in shock, just like a ah! as the fancy dandy looking silhouette slings the rapier up and holds it in a defensive position, ready to strike.
Fuck him up,
Strike the
John.
the barreling form of John.
So give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh boy, I'm great at those.
Also, are the rest of you trying to follow now?
Yes.
Yeah, we're going. We're
Oh
going.
god, oh god,
Okay.
he went
At a
in.
moderate
He
pace.
went in. Stick to the plan.
At a moderate pace. Sever's just, like slowly picking her way down.
Same.
Be like,
There's no need for
oh,
dash.
Look, just because I have a horn doesn't mean I'm a goat, and Juke's a horse.
oh, what? Oh, horse.
Centaur.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dex
Wow.
save.
What's your dex save?
12 total.
You
It has
are
begun.
absolutely going to crash into this rapier wielding one, and you hear the elf say, "Amador, look out!" And you are struck with the flat of this rapier, and basically your body gets parried
Ping!
as your armor takes the blow. Like, it's clearly not meant to harm you. It's meant to get you out of the way. As it
Some
slings you to the side. As you hit and roll, a moment later, you feel a foot press down on your chest, and the rapier presses to your neck.
I imagine it's one of those things where like he parries Jean hits the ground face first, slides a few feet, like feet up in the air, and then just
Yes. Our giveaway will be in 15 minutes. If you can wait that long.
Oh god, it's already almost 10 o'clock.
I know.
It is.
Ah,
That said, you now that you have stopped being in motion and the overwhelming light from lightning strike has hit you, you realize that this person you took to be a dandy, puffed up sort of knight definitely still appears to be some sort of knight, and definitely appears to be some sort of dandy. But on closer review, you realize that they are, in fact, a lion.
Jesus Christ, a lion?
Dandelion?
A dandelion.
Wait, like the plant or like a lion that's wearing dandy clothes?
A dandelion.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Well, heavens now there.
They're literally.
There is a bumblebee that is buzzing wildly and loudly around the dandelion as the dandelion keeps you held down. And this other figure gets a little closer, and you realize that they are some sort of elf. You also now see that the dandelion is only about 3 feet tall.
He's
And-
just a little guy.
And it says, "What ho! Prithee, bounty from the sky. We have ourselves an intruder, do we not? Why, you almost ruffled my petals." And it looks to you, and you see that the bumblebee flying around it is agitated, and it says, "Oh no! Do not cry, my love. Let me lift your spirits like a seed on the breeze."
You're gonna literally learn about the birds and the bees today, and the
And-
flowers
Please,
and the
no, I
trees.
cannot take any more of this. No, 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 no.
Yeah, Ella's
And
or
as,
Severus done.
as you are getting closer, the elf comes over and says to the dandelion, it says, Amidor, are they enemies?" And the dandelion says, "Ha ha! If they are, they're a paltry sort to face one such as I. My rapier has slain the thousands, culled the briars, chopped through the most dangerous, vile thorns that have been slung against us. I have rescued the queen bee. You think these to be a match for me?"
Is his rapier inside of a thistle?
In the picture, yes. But right now, that rapier that is covered in purple is pressed against Jean.
Oh, so it is covered in purple and it's just
Yes.
sitting on Jean right now. Okay.
Yes, as they're waiting for the rest of you to come over. The 3-foot tall dandelion keeping Jean pinned down.
Jean just very slowly moves his hands up, like on the ground next to him, and kind of like a lifting his hands in submission, but like he's against the ground, so they're just pressed against the ground.
What
Oh.
brings you here, stranger? Are you, perchance, another plaything of the bitter end?
No, I saw a sick ramp and I just had to take it. No, not really.
I had to flip an ollie for the girls.
Dude, I was gonna give that 360.
Dude, you was shredding no bra for real, dude.
Dude. It's like, no, we just came from thither. We went
we were
hither,
Thither.
gone.
Yeah, we were thither.
Yeah. No, we.
So you are playthings of Granny Nightshades, then? Is that what you are saying?
No, we
Shit.
might have taken care of Granny Nightshade. Ow.
Her caretakers, then? A vile sort you must be.
Oh no, he's so literal. Oh no. No.
Shall I pluck this one's flower for you, my lady?
Whoa!
Phrasing.
I'll cover Stella's or Severus' ears. Sorry.
No, 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 no. Don't worry
Headphones.
about that. The
Have
unicorns take care of that one.
y'all have reached this spot by now, and the dandelion head turns towards you. There's no facial features whatsoever. It's a dandelion, but you get the distinct impression that it's keeping
It's got
John
the
in its
bushiest,
peripheral vision somehow.
the bushiest mustache.
And
It is all
the-
mustache.
I see a monocle. This is what I imagine.
the big bumblebee is flittering around it. Goes.
Very
You
helpful.
see Severa just like checking her bag for the mushroom from the yesterday's lunch and just kind of give him a little look. Look at that dandelion.
Do you still
No,
have
you're
the
not.
mushroom?
I mean, we just kind of kept some in the bag.
The talking mushroom, or was this? No, this was the regular.
No, just
mushrooms.
different, just regular.
The
Okay.
tripping
Was
mushroom.
there something weird in there?
Oh yeah, honey. Everyone else is seeing this. This dandelion over here. Oh, I'm southern now. That's nice. Okay,
I mean, there are
Jean, are you
dandelions.
in a bit of a tryst, as it were?
Who do you serve?
Oh dear me, we
A
serve no
wicked-looking
man.
lot you are.
Wicked?
Look for Acquisitions Incorporated.
Yeah, I was about to say, Acquisitions Incorporated? We're here
That
to.
sounds like the fiendish machinations of one.
I mean, is it fiendish
I
to
know.
want to try and save Zybilna?
There's a pause, and the dandelion seems to look over to the elf. Lightning cracks again.
Goodness gracious.
Chow.
Jean, you can see as the lightning cracks that this elf has no shadow.
Ooh.
Well,
I feel like this dandelion and Jorth would get along.
The dandelion,
Yeah.
absolutely.
the dandelion does not seem worried about any of you at the moment, and it looks to Jean and sees that the purple is dripping off the blade onto Jean and says, "Oh, my apologies. I do not wish you to go to whatever end you need to go to, Mard." And it's like Leaf Foot moves over and like wipes the purple off your neck before replacing the blade there.
Dude, kind of hot. Power move. All right, I'm into it.
We're franchisees of Acquisitions Incorporated and got dragged into a scheme to free Zybilna from the Coven. He says through like a mouthful of rocks.
So you would oppose the bitter end?
Oh, is that what you're
Yes.
calling them?
No, that is what we call her.
Who's her?
It looks to you carefully for a moment, and the bee lands in the dead center of its face,
Question mark?
and you hear it say, yes. Yes, I suppose discretion is the better part." And the rapier is flourished, and the dandelion somehow sheaths the rapier, like
With
at
no
its
sheath?
tip, and it just floats there.
Ah, Final Fantasy
There's no
14
sheet.
I was
style.
about to say, this is some MMO
Yeah.
logic here. It's just kind of floating there.
And and it reaches down one of its petal hands and says, "Right, up you go.
Much obliged, good sir. And John will take his
Sprout
hand.
forth like a good plant."
So,
We never
one
could
quick
leave-
aside. Do we notice the person doesn't have a shadow?
Jean had high enough passive perception to do so. The rest of you have not noticed.
Jean, do you remember
John is
that?
not so subtly like nodding his head towards her.
Okay.
Just like,
And then-
Because I don't know if you picked that up on the VOD or not.
The dandelion brushes your shoulders off a little bit, sort of get some gravel out of your hair, straightens your armor a bit, and goes, "Can't have you looking anything less than dapper if you're a heroic sort, can we? You'll
It's
need
pretty
to be in full
heroic.
bloom if you're going to be of any assistance."
we must get to the root of the problem. We never could leave alone.
Ha ha! Good man.
do they both just do like the hands on the hips, just like laughing towards the sky thing?
Yes.
Oh.
And the
Bali day.
dandelion says, "Apologies for your rough and tumble welcome, but we were unsure of what side you would end up on."
Entirely my own doing, good sir. Entirely my own doing.
That said, despite ending up a bit dirtier than usual, you seem to be an upstanding fellow now.
How? What,
It holds out one of its leafy hands to shake your hand.
John, John's like a good 2 feet taller than this fellow.
Yes,
I
it
don't
is 3 feet tall.
I don't believe I caught your name. I'm Jean Icas, and it'll shake his leafy arm.
Amidor, the Dandelion Knight. A pleasure to meet you. This,
Humidor.
and it gestures to the bee, which goes, is the lady, High Queen Pollinella.
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 And it looks at you expectantly and says, in like a side thing, "You're in the presence of royalty. You're expected to curtsy."
Jean will drop the deepest formal bow.
Looks to the rest of you expectantly.
It's a
Johnny's
very,
just picking her fingernails.
it's a very small little curtsy because she's like, I am on uneven ground.
Looks very suspiciously at Jolene.
Oh, sorry, I was elsewhere, dear. She bows.
Severa.
Severa is, just kind of watching. Trying to figure out what is happening. She sees everyone do a little cutscene and is like, oh, okay, I guess we're doing that then too, huh?
We do not do that here.
The dandelion sees Severa about and then immediately lets out a my word, and it steps closer to you as you're bowing.
Oh no, it's getting closer, huh?
And
The
it looks to you,
hallucination is right
Severa,
here.
and you hear like this. Are you one of the blessed unicorns? It has been foretold, you see, the unicorn champion would come forth to assist mighty heroes in their quest.
That's Severa.
What?
I'll pat Severa on the back. As you can see here, Severa is one of the mightiest unicorns. That's
The
right
leaves
here, right now.
The leaves come together in like a praying fashion, and it looks to you and says, "I beseech you, good lady, for your assistance. You must bequeath it upon us. You see, we are like wilting flowers without the nourishing presence of your moisture, your life-giving rain."
Rain flying, like
It
falling all
was
over the place.
deigned to be. Fate has spoken.
I'm going to lean to Jolene, and I'm going to just whisper. When I said we should start a religion, that is not what I meant.
You have come to save us from our bitter end, have you not?
Sure. Would you just close your
Eyes?
uh
What?
chlorophyll and just
My lady!
bow your heads a little. No, just
While I
am
appreciate your
I
offer,
am granting
my lady,
you my
I am
blessing.
on
Do
a-
you want it or not?
While I appreciate your offer, my lady, I am on a noble quest to see this fine elf, her shadow restored to her, and to see my colleague, my liege, the queen, restored to her rightful place. I am afraid that your offer of betrothal to me must be declined for the moment.
I'm just gonna
revisit
pull out the
Severa.
bottle of unicorn bathwater and dash it against him. There you go. Blessing get.
Oh no. He's gonna be hooked
flower-
now.
The flower floofs out much wider. The dandelion is now 4 feet tall.
He goes, Subarashi!
You just gave him a rare candy.
It's one of the dandelion literally moves in like slow motion. The flower head shakes side to side. You see moisture flick off in glitters. Everyone else is moving at normal speed. The dandelion is like trapped in this slow motion like hair flick montage.
If we want to run, we can do it now.
L'Oreal.
No running.
And
They can help us.
and it looks to you and it says, "We will oppose the bitter end together. You and
Oh,
I
God.
and our companions, noble heroes of the first and finest age."
It's a little attractive, actually, what you just did there.
The stem body is broader now, more defined.
Oh, he's hunked out.
The,
Hey
the
there,
leaf,
Andy.
the leaf arms have more noticeable veins throughout them.
You're so vascular, veiny
Oh, God,
boy.
he's a lifter.
Look at him.
The
But his
the
legs
skirt-
weak as fuck.
The skirt has evolved from like this waist mini skirt. It's now upper thigh length.
Does he have on fishnets?
You see as well that the rapier has grown along with.
Is it rapier
flower.
growth?
Yes.
Okay.
Divine
Alright.
sword.
As well as
Whatever
the
you
voice
want.
sounding
Sword.
deeper now. And it says,
Whatever you want.
"You
you
have-
little flower.
You have proven your divinity. You have
Oh,
blessed
no.
me with your divine strength.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I did.
Please, I beseech you.
Okay.
Your blessing has already been so wonderful, but let us offer our assistance in exchange
Okay.
for yours.
This
My
would be
lady,
nice, yes.
what is your divine title? So I may address you properly. And it kneels before you, flower head down, waiting for your approval.
Well, I
Is it-
am Severa of the Many Hands. Yes.
Oh, I wanted to be limb pilferer.
Limb Pilferer? That does not sound
Pilf-
super divine, but we can do that.
You do have
limb
many
pilferer.
hands.
Your many hands. Your name, it flows like honeydew.
Not
off
gonna
the
lie, it
tongue.
does
Okay,
flow
okay.
pretty. It does flow pretty well. Although the
But
Does it?
unfortunately, we need to have a station break. It is time for our giveaway.
I also just wanted to apologize to chat right now because I have been like zoomed in at this one particular area. I'm gonna just zoom down for a minute because I cannot unsee it. So you see this rock formation?
The chicken?
I see a chicken. I see a fucking
I've seen the chicken, yeah.
and I have been staring at this chicken for the last hour, and it's bothering
Yeah.
me because all I see is chicken.
He
Oh,
said chicken,
that-
whether he's coming or going.
Oh no, that's
Front
that's
and
the
back.
chicken.
You're
while,
right.
That said, while I go and fetch Juke some water, the rest of our players will also grab a quick break while
You ain't
Juke
fucking tell me what to
handles
do.
the giveaway.
Yes, anyone
Oh.
who
We'll be right
wants to
back.
do the giveaway, you have exactly till I finish this 5-second countdown before I close it. So if you want to get in, you need to do it now.
Do
Hold
it.
on, oh wait, there we go.
Get in there.
There, that's the link. You ready? All right, because here we go. 3. Ooh. 1. Okay, I go to it
I
now.
think I won.
I hit
Wait,
the close
Lunagi's-
giveaway.
This Lunagi is clearly hacked because they said they were going to
Alright.
bed. They wouldn't say they were going to bed and then
Can
not.
you all see this? All right, here we go. We're going to draw a winner. If it's me, we're going to draw it again because I was just trying to test it. So,
I want to win.
Here we go.
I want to win the gold.
Bella. Bella, are you here?
Ah,
You're here. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Tell them what they've won. A
Come on
brand new
down.
Honda Civic.
Come on down.
A 1994 Honda Civic on blocks. No radiator or
No wheels. 250,000 miles.
All right, Bella. So
it's
all you
it's
need to
half
do,
a car.
all you need to do is either send me a DM on Twitch or on Discord, with
Just the one thing.
your mailing information, and I will send it your way. Hopefully, I will.
I don't
Actually
know if Bella
get to
has
the-
mailing information. You might have to get femailing information from her.
Ah, you're
Wow.
right.
Ah,
And then
Wow.
I will send it on over.
I don't get
hopefully
it.
I will get over to the post office. Tomorrow. Well, or right after you give me the
Post
information.
office.
Yeah,
Ugh.
I know.
Congratulations.
You gotta go to Ups for that.
Congratulations! I don't know what our next giveaway is going to be, but when we do, we'll
If
let
anyone
everyone know.
would like this horn on my head, I will give that away.
I will also throw in my VTuber sticker because I finally have those. So I will send one to you.
That and Stella, you can't just go give your horn to everybody. It makes it less
I can do
special.
whatever the hell I want.
With your horn, wow. Actually, I don't want to go. Yeah, you're right. No,
All right.
fuck me in this situation.
5-minute break. I will be back
BRB.
shortly. Bye-bye.
Bye. I won't be here.
sure that's
No.
wise.
No.
We're back.
You better get. Oh,
Oh, I should probably edit
Nothing.
that.
don't edit anything. We're all good.
There we go.
So, you say that you are here in Prismia to free Zybilna. Is that correct?
That's the plan.
It is destiny that has led us on these paths. Noble Severa,
Sure, destiny.
unicorn goddess.
Yeah. Have I been
Sever of the
upgraded?
many hands.
For you see, I am one of the few that knows the paths to the Palace of Heart's Desire. But I am sworn to assist this tragic elf.
What is that?
Restore.
Don't just say that to her face. She's right here.
Yeah.
She looks up and she goes, "He's right. I am tragic."
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Can I?
What
You see-
warnings can be given to us about the
You
place
see,
of Heart's Desire?
the Palace of Heart's Desire is Zybilna's castle.
It sounds nice. Really. My
Yes,
what? My heart's
it was-
desire is in there.
It was far better before the cauldron was used. That said,
Why was there a cauldron in the palace to begin with?
let's
not poke holes, okay? Let's just.
as the elf steps a little further into the light instead of being behind Amador, you notice that the elf is wearing a mask shaped like a crescent moon.
Wait a minute.
This strikes a few of you as you think back to the carnival.
Ba, 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 ba.
And
it
you
up here in the
remember
corner?
seeing
Yeah.
a shadow at the carnival that did not seem to be cast by anything. A shadow that had a crescent moon face.
I remember that.
I do not remember that, but I'm going to pretend that Duke remembers that.
Yes,
didn't
that's
remember it
totally-
either.
That's totally in my notes somewhere.
Yeah,
As
let me
the
get my
dandel-
notes here.
As the dandelion says, I am on a bound to assist Gleam here in freeing Gleam's sister, Glister.
Sister?
Yes, Gleam's sister, Glister.
Oh, that's so sad.
The bitter end has imprisoned her twin sister, Glister, and
You said.
stripped off her shadow. In this realm of Yawn, the shadowless are feared and untrusted, but a true hero does not let that stop them.
Are you sure?
Very
Gleam
good.
and Glister once worked at the Witchlight Carnival, you see.
Oh.
Hmm.
You know, Jean over there was the monarch.
It's true.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember
He'll
that
let the
too.
crown kind of flash into existence very briefly.
The prophecy.
Oh
More
no!
prophecy.
The dandelion comes closer and it examines the crown, and as it does, it starts speaking in hushed, reverent tones. The foreign king would visit Yon, along with the blessed unicorn goddess. In the presence, and it goes close to Juke, in the presence of those gleaming like the sun, come to shine their rays upon the flower. And it does so as it gently reaches out a leafy hand and touches your silken hair.
My hair?
Yes. Talking about the golden sun.
That's a little weird, isn't it? Is that a little weird for you?
Oh yeah,
Then-
a little bit.
A little.
Then moves over to Jolene says, and with them, one towering above the rest, casting
stop.
down, protecting them from the lightning that crackles in the skies.
I did. Yeah, you're right. I did do that.
I have to admit,
Truly,
this is an oddly specific prophecy.
Very.
yes, it has been passed down for tens of years.
Out of curiosity, was
Whoa.
anything mentioned about a
A cat person.
tabaxi?
Yeah,
no,
a
I'm afraid
tabaxo
not.
or a
Which is good, because if there was some sort of cat person here, you wouldn't fit the prophecy at all.
Oh, good.
Huh.
Wait, hang on a second. Jolene will count. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where's the wait? Never mind. It's okay. Sorry, I was
Damn it.
distracted.
I see what you did there.
What? I was talking about.
You have to understand. I wish to help those who need help. And you are forsworn. You are foretold to do the same. Do we have a pact? Can I count on you?
Out
I
of
mean, we
curiosity, if we free Zybilna, will your elf friend's shadow be released, or does this involve having to deal with the the bitter end?
We will have to deal with the bitter end.
Deal
Lady
in
Indolin Moongrave.
There it
in
is.
what way?
Well, the simplest way would be to dispatch the fiend, if we can find a way to keep her gone.
That's a problem. That's a
I mean,
problem.
do we have to follow this prophecy? Is this a thing?
It is foretold.
Listen,
if it's
if I
foretold.
listened to everything that was told to me by old people beforehand, I would have a much more boring career. Okay?
I
First of all-
even happen to have just recently uncovered the way to slay the bitter end. You see,
Well, that's
she
convenient.
loves to foretell the fates and deaths of others in her horrific theater. She trades those who ask for the secrets of their future for parts of their will. In fact, the very parts that would let them defy their future, so that they are locked into the tragedies to come. She
So
has seen her own demise, and that it will occur during an eclipse. But as you see, it gestures up. There is no moon in the sky over yon. Therefore, she believes it to be a symbolic eclipse. And Gleam and Glister, twins. One represents the moon as he gestures to Gleam and her crescent moon mask. And Glister, hostage to the bitter end, the sun.
So, I just want
Whoa.
to call attention to the party that last week we had a meeting with her right hand lady,
Charm.
and have said
He signed a contract
via
not to kill
contract
Indolin.
that we cannot
to
kill
not
Indolin.
kill them.
We can't.
So, no, to be fair,
kill
no, to
Indolin.
be fair, we must show her mercy.
Yeah.
So technically, we can kick her ass so damn hard that she gives up. And if this dandelion wants to do something after we leave, that's
That's up to
on
them.
That's on them. That is not on
Yeah.
us. We cannot willingly go and get her killed.
We have to
So-
show an act of mercy. And then she'll owe us something, which is not to kill us in the real world. Stay in here.
But
Hmm.
it also will actually with that same thing. No,
Gleam-
I don't think we can let Dandelion murder her either. We just have to get her to give up.
We didn't say someone
No,
else
we did.
to kill her.
No, it's
I'll look
part
at
of that
the I'll look at the
contract.
thing.
Look into that contract.
It was heavily worded so that you could not assist someone else to kill her on purpose.
Yep.
Yes, we're not assisting to kill her. We're
No,
assisting
it's
to.
ironclad enough you can't rules lawyer your way out of it.
We cannot let the dandelion murder her.
The little elf girl looks to you and says, "You're gonna help me rescue my sister, right?"
Do you know where she is? We're new here.
Gwendolyn has her.
And where's
She's a
that?
prisoner at Motherhorn. And she gestures up to the northeast as another crackle of lightning hits. This time, these lightning rods discharge lightning, all of them at once, and it all arcs to the castle in the sky, Motherhorn. And you see the lights at Motherhorn grow brighter.
It's sucking all the energy.
This is also where that stupid play is.
She says, I learned some things while I was a guest there. I can help you if you promise you'll help me.
We have to figure out
Help
how to get to
you-
the. We have to get to the cauldron.
Save my sister and get my shadow back.
Well, that's going to require some talking. Pretty
Okay,
sure.
as we're vamping, I'm gonna activate my medallion of detect thoughts and just do like a
Ooh.
surface read of this girl as she's saying this.
Okay, she's scared and she wants to go home. She wants to go back to the carnival. She just wants to be happy again with her sister. They were like, she's constantly thinking about doing acrobatics again.
Like you would in a carnival.
Yes. Her and her sister were acrobats at the carnival. You can see that the thoughts coming to you off of Amador, they're very hard to read because Amador's a dandelion.
Man, I love oxygen and the ground.
I love carbon dioxide.
Dude, my chloroplasts are busting right now, dude.
Yeah,
Sunlight,
it's hard
sunlight's
to
the
tell.
best.
But Amador is also basically like he's thinking, and you see him say, "Wait a minute. What are those other presences?" You see his hand go to his rapier, and he suddenly slashes at the air to the left of you, and the air cuts in half.
What?
And like a tear forms in it. And
Virgil.
out
The Zuna technique.
spills a lobster clawed scarecrow and an oil can.
Wait. So he
Oh,
cut it open
oh.
and something. He cut the air and something popped out.
He cut
things.
dimensions.
Would you call it a cesarean section?
Yes.
Oh, I see what you did there. Well done.
I think you have just destroyed Jean by stealing such a perfect pun.
No, that's good.
I am dead.
That said, you recognize these two figures. It's Squirt the oil can and Clapperclaw.
Yeah, the moment you said the lobster claw, I'm like, oh, it's Scarecrow.
And
From before.
Amador says, "What have you following these heroes? Are you villains seeking to do them injustice?" Clapperclaw clacks the claws several times, frantically.
Get him with the clamps.
And Squirt squirts in panic.
Wait a minute,
What?
Squirt, you're
Jolene,
supposed to be looking
Jolene.
for Jack.
I couldn't find him. I gave up.
Well, why
We
did you?
trusted you.
I don't remember the dandy's name. Dandelion Knight
Amador.
Amador. No, this he is from the other planes. He helped us arrive here.
Oh, quick sheath of the rapier, hand helps up, clapper claw, clacks. And Amador says, "In that case, follow me, squires. You will see how a knight does business."
I gotta lie, dude's kind of hitting a lot of buttons for Jolene right now. All right.
You ever been with a flower?
Honestly, more than likely, yes.
So Gleam looks to you and says, "Are you gonna help us? Please?"
We will try. We will save
Promise.
Zabilda.
You have to promise you'll help us.
Help is one thing that
La, 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 la.
Amador is standing there, and you can feel like sort of a judgmental look from Amador.
We are bound by a vow, such as Amador, that we cannot directly harm
Indolin.
Endolin. Yeah. Thanks, John.
But we do
We
need
will
to
be
get,
of no help to each other.
but we do
Good
need to
luck
get to
on
the
your
palace of
passage
Flesh
through the
Desire.
mists.
Well,
Wait,
you
what
can
was
help
it?
us to a certain point, but we just can't, I'll make like a stabbing motion, like, you know what I'm saying?
If you cannot promise to help this young lady, then clearly the prophecy is a lie.
Have I not
And there
helped
is
you
no
already?
reason for me to assist you.
if we get Zabilna back in charge, we would be helping you.
If you free Zabilna and Indolin has not been dealt with, and this young lady's sister has not been freed, she will kill all the prisoners.
What makes you think we wouldn't free prisoners while
Because you
Going
are
in there.
refusing to make a vow to do so to help this young lady.
helping a
Mm.
person by murdering another is a little
Nobody here said anything about murdering.
okay.
Let's say there's probably a way
Yes.
to take care
Yeah,
of
and I'm
Indolin
like, I'm
without
pretty
murdering.
sure there is a definite way to take care of her without.
Yes.
If that is the
I'll,
case and that is your belief, then why do you hesitate to make this vow?
You made the vow sound like we had to murder somebody to make it happen.
We have to be
not request
within
any vow of you. The young lady said that she wanted you to promise to free her sister and return her shadow.
I cannot, in good faith, promise something that I don't know if I'm gonna survive that long.
Well,
You know-
we've
you know what I'm
her
saying?
shadow.
What?
Then I fear that we are at cross purposes.
We've
I
seen her
mean-
shadow though. We know.
Yeah,
what
We've
and-
shadow is
seen.
in
We
the
know where
Witchlight
her
Carnival.
shadow is.
Yeah. At the Carnival.
The dandelion
happened?
crosses its arms.
What happened? What happened that what was the shadow left behind when she came into the Feywild, or was the shadow cast
The
out
bitter
of the
end
Feywild?
snips people's shadows off of them and sends them away.
Guessing some sort of like
For what
blackmail or control or something.
purpose?
I-
Yeah, like
You don't know.
like that's the thing that Juke
Because
is like.
when a creature is not whole, a creature is weak.
You're telling me if she gets her shadow back, that she's suddenly going to be a different
She will
person?
be more herself.
She'll be a whole person basically again.
Are you going to promise to help her? In exchange for my vow to guide you from here to the Palace of Heart's Desire?
Well, group
We-
huddle here. Group huddle here.
Stage. I need to hurry up and get telepathy so we don't have to.
I don't see any purpose in not trying to help. Like I don't
We just-
understand why that
You're the one that brought up that we need to be careful with how we handle.
correct. It's what
Are we
we need
facilitating
to
her demise?
we need to make sure
or-
that it is possible to help her without having to kill her, because we cannot kill her. By the way, did the contract say we cannot hurt?
It did not.
So we can kick her ass. We just can't kill her.
But there's also potentially other ways of probably because we quote unquote handled
Yes.
Bavlorna. Like,
Yes.
Bavlorna is not really an active problem anymore.
Correct.
We killed Skabatha, but surely there's a non-lethal way of taking care of
Yes,
Inland.
that's why I'm
It's
saying,
just
like,
gonna-
I
Yes.
don't mind saying, yeah, let's go help, because I am pretty sure we'll be able to help. It's just, he was talking, the Dandelion was saying that they needed to be dealt with and made the noise. So it's like,
Yeah.
we can't be part of that.
Yeah, we can't do that. Yeah, that's why
and that's what
Jolene
I was
in
thinking. I'm like,
set
I
is
can't
doing that.
promise to help if the promise is to kill her. If we
Yeah,
can go
but-
and help, we can go and help. I can't even glimmer.
You could if you break your contract with Charm, but you don't know what terrible repercussions.
You don't
may
want-
happen.
Yeah. So it's
we also have no idea what the area around Inland's like. We need to scout. We need to investigate.
we
plan a
need this
heist.
guy to help because we're lost. And we have had a magical random dude help us in every place. So pattern recognition sets in and it's like, okay, we need to not fuck up this situation with this guy. But also, we can't sell away our souls because of this fucking Feywild contract that God knows what the fuck will happen.
Yes.
You know? That's why I'm like, we need to be literal and litigious in promises and vows we make because they're gonna fuck us up.
It would have to be something like, we promise to help free your sister and get your shadow back without breaking any prior agreements, etc.,
Now
etc.
then, there are ways that you can break the contract you signed, but I'm not just gonna tell it to you.
Well,
Right.
and I for one, I would kind of thought this elf girl was Charm because she didn't have a shadow. So I'm like, well, hang on, I'm automatically suspicious of this.
It is not Charm. It's definitely
that's-
not Charm.
That's why I did the read mind thing to just make
Yeah.
sure that it wasn't. I'm like, oh, okay, they're not.
Well, remember, we've encountered other victims of the witches before, and they are, yeah, like the quote unquote centaur from the Witchlight Carnival was a
Yes.
victim of Skabatha.
Yeah, they had
right?
something stolen from them.
Well,
They've all had stuff stolen.
Yeah, yeah. So
They even stole your eyes. Kinda.
Jean pokes
Like-
one of his eyes.
Like 8 months ago.
See,
That was quite some time ago, yeah.
Gleam looks to you and says, "There's other prisoners too."
Jean just turns. Well, no, we have to help.
God damn it. You elves and your. Okay, we'll
There's
help
a
you. But
bugbear there. There's a bugbear there named Hurley.
Oh, a bugbear,
He's-
you say? All right.
He's forced
I'm in.
to. He's
You
forced
son
to
of a bitch,
perform
I'm
in
in.
her theater. He said he wants to go back to see his brother who's still at the carnival.
Wait a
Oh
minute.
my god.
Is it the oh my gosh, I forgot his name
Mhm.
already.
The one here is Hurley.
Early.
There you go.
Yeah.
Surly. Cajurly.
Early.
Well, I mean, we got to go rescue these. We can't, in good conscience, and not rescue people, right?
Correct.
Okay, thank you. I just wanted to. I
Someone back
am
me
It was
up
a
not-
here.
legitimate question. I wasn't.
Yeah, it was a
being
legitimate
rhetorical.
question. Yeah. It's like, I know, like, for real. But I can't make a promise I don't know I can keep because we might die. So someone else can, and I'll follow along.
John will turn to Gleam. It's Gleam, right? Glisten's the one
Yes.
that's captured. And
Yes.
kind of look at the rest of the party, kind of like
Mhm.
nod.
Sell your
everyone else
souls.
kind of nod back?
Nod. Yeah.
So I shrug.
Yep. No, you
What
gotta
was that,
commit.
Stella?
Oh,
Penny shrug.
Bella gave us all a hydrate about 30 minutes ago, and I only just saw it now. I apologize, Bella. Thank you for the hydrate. Everyone drink water. Drink.
Grr.
I got vodka.
Wait, no.
Hydration is hydration. Just
Hey,
don't,
let me tell
don't
you
die
guys
hydrating.
how this is
It's
gonna
hydrate
go
or-
down. All right.
Hydrate or dihydrate.
I don't trust this little elf girl. Fireball, 3rd level. Centered on
Oh my
myself.
God.
I don't have fireball.
I go down, I'm taking
I'm
you
so
all with me.
sad.
That was water up my nose.
Oh no. Jean will turn back to Gleam, and I'm guessing she's a little shorter, so he's like, kneeling. We promise to do everything we can to help you and your sister,
And the other people that are in there that need.
and
Freeing.
everyone else, to the best of our ability. Kind of look
And I will
over
help
to
you.
Amador.
And that we are contractually allowed to.
Obligated.
Was she saying something?
Then I will help you too. I know much of her in this realm.
John pulls out a
And-
notepad.
She starts to walk with you, and as they
Walk
do,
and talk.
Polynella the queen lands atop Amador's head.
Oh, right, the bumblebee queen.
Wait, if I am a unicorn divinity, can I ride the dandelion too?
Poor little guy.
Oh,
He's like,
he's very small.
Yes,
He's
come on,
only
my
4
queen.
feet tall.
You can hop on.
He's another foot
You
taller
can
than me.
hop on.
What if you cover him in more of your mystical water?
I only have so much water left.
Oh, I save it. Yeah, save it for later when we're in private. Back at the
No,
back at
next
the
time
castle.
we have a bath somewhere, then I can use it. I can refill
Yeah.
it.
I gotta make some ramen with it. You
Oh,
can really
gee.
taste the corn. Wait,
Thanks,
no.
Luke.
That said, as you walk a bit, the little elf girl, Gleam, says, "The mountains here are home to clans of Korrids. They're stout creatures whose hair has strength like iron. They gather and dance at Lockberry Hinge sometimes, but
Put down
clearly
there.
they weren't there when you got here."
Warrids?
Where we started.
Warrids?
Yes, Korrids.
How
Poor
on earth
head.
do you spell that?
Korreds. And she says, "There's also a lost elf prince here. He's named Alargathus.
Gesundheit.
Algarathus.
Allegothorius. Yeah.
Let's just call him Al.
He's a weird one.
Allegothorius.
He made a bargain with Indlin and he's trapped in Yon. He's at the
Man.
beacons, searching for a way home. Then there's
Hey, you-
Hurley, who I told you about, the bugbear.
Mhm.
He made a
We have-
bargain and he's stuck here as well.
Y'all have like a map. It's all just clouds to us. Like we can't
No,
see anything, right? It's just
unfortunately,
clouds in the
no.
distance.
Like, when you look far, it's mostly clouds. There's like lights in certain areas, but that's it for the most part.
I figured
Amador
I would-
is informing Clapperclaw and Squirt of their duties as squires.
They got roped in too.
listen here, you little
You little snips.
squirt. He was like, what? Hard to insult a can. What are you, Pennzoil?
Clapperclaw is forced to carry Squirt, and Amador seems happy to have filled in the others. Amador is really only heard by Jean due to Jean's passive perception. Jean, you can hear Amador is whispering sweet romantic things to Polynella as Polynella nestles further into the flower.
I think their relationship goes a few steps beyond knight and their liege.
Perhaps.
But I will.
I'm
I
sure
will
that's
keep
written in
silent.
the written in the source book right there. I'm sure.
Probably, yeah.
If you would like me to read you the exact quote from the
No.
source book, Amador
I'm
might spend nearly
jonesing.
all its time watching over the other guides and whispering sweet nothings to Polynella.
Sweet as in like sugar and like a cinnamon roll.
So
You know, nectar.
I just decided to
Sweet
be
tarts.
that way to you. But anyways, so we're doing some traveling. So I think it's time for some some randomness here in the Feywild. Don't you agree? Doesn't that sound good?
I'll play some music.
Always
That's
find
fight a
randomness.
that's fight a dinosaur.
I will provide traveling music.
I'll sing.
So,
Well, no, that was my song.
so
That was a short
I would
song.
like
Went down yonder on a Chattahoochee.
the monarch of the Witchlight Carnival to roll me a D8, please.
Things got hotter than a. Ooh, can't say that on Twitch.
I can roll a D8. Yeah.
Before we do anything, I'm gonna cast Mage Armor on myself before we go on our journey.
Sab, I need you to ask me what I rolled.
What'd you roll?
4.
4.
All right.
It's a screw and a corn and a nut. 4.
It would never not be funny.
4.
Okay. So
Sab, what happened?
So as you're going along, you find yourselves, you step through this like archway of stone, and when you look back through it, the way back is not where you recall it being. And you find yourself on another plateau, and there is a goblin child there in overalls, and they are flying a kite high up in the wind. As you get closer, you can see that the kite's up about 40 feet up in the air. And you realize that the kite is alive and cackling maniacally with an evil-looking face stretched over its diamond-shaped frame. Toothy grin malevolently staring down at the goblin.
What?
You know I vote we move on.
This is like.
The goblin catches sight of you, and the goblin looks to you, and as the goblin looks at you, the kite says, "Go ahead and give it to them. Then you can become a withered old crone."
What?
And
I'm more like my
the
brain has
goblin-
been stuck on the whole thing of they're flying a kite when that lightning has been striking
Yes.
everywhere. So I'm just
The-
like, what?
The goblin looks to you, and the goblin says, "Please, my arms are so sore. I don't want to fly this kite anymore. But if I let go of this string, Creepy Lynn says I'll become an old thing. The curse comes from those 5 blue bows, but they won't come off while the wind blows." And the
What
kite
bows?
cackles maniacally.
Wait, the 5 blue bows? Are there like bows on the string?
As you look at the string now, you can see that in 8-foot intervals along its 40-foot length, there are 5 blue bows.
So what's stopping us from just they said they can't let go? Is that what they said?
If they let
The
go, they
curse-
get turned old.
Yes, the curse
Ooh.
comes from those 5 blue bows, but they won't come off while the wind blows.
Okay. Well, what I wanted to know is what the hell is stopping us from just going up to where that goblin is and cutting the line? They'd still be holding on to the kite.
Are they?
You can
They're
try.
hanging onto a kite string.
They're holding
At
onto
that
a
point.
kite string. They said they have to. What was this? What was the exact wording here?
My arms are so very sore. I don't want to fly this kite anymore. But if I let go of this string, Creeping Lynn says I'll become an old thing.
So he doesn't have to. So they just don't have to let go of the string. If
The
we
curse
cut
comes
the
from
string,
those 5 blue bows, but they won't come off while the wind blows. Would you like to try and cut the string?
I mean, like,
You can.
I mean, technically,
I will
we
not.
couldn't we cut the string and tie the string to their wrist? They are not letting go of the string.
Hey, if this is a hill you want to die on, here's some scissors.
try.
And it ain't.
I mean, otherwise, we just go and remove the bows from the kite.
We can't
But also
because the
that-
wind's blowing.
You can turn off the
Okay,
wind.
does anyone have control weather?
Turn off the wind. Yeah. Oh God, no. We're sweet little babies. We don't have.
I don't know
like
what
that yet.
level. I don't know what level control weather is.
Well, I mean,
It's,
you're a
it's way
bard.
up there.
You're a caster with the rest of us.
If I remember correctly, it is up there.
I think it's a 5th level spell.
I mean, wouldn't dispel magic?
I don't think the wind is
Ah.
magic. It's just wind.
Maybe it sounds like it's a riddle.
Yeah.
While the wind blows, but it's constantly windy here, right?
We got to make the wind
Bard?
suck instead.
Or maybe
By
they would
George, I've got
shower.
it.
Flip the switch from blow to suck.
Oh! Can we get a Kirby on Owl 3?
So what are you gonna try to do?
Okay.
No, I'm looking at my spell list right now.
I got nothing.
While they're doing that, can I try to pull down the kite? Just pull the string and pull it down.
You shouldn't touch it.
Why not?
Because if you touch the string, the person can let go, and now you have to hold on to it forever.
What, with my robot hand? The robot hand can get on. Old.
Wait, don't you have other hands in your pack? You can just
So
like.
would
I
you
do.
Yeah,
would
just
you
put
like to
another.
make?
Just put a
Well, hold
hand.
up. Hold up. Just
We're
just a
overthinking
second.
it.
Can we make an
Put a hand
Arcana
on a
check?
stick.
Wait,
You
Hold
cannot
on,
make
what
an
is going on here?
Arcana check about it, but you can make a check.
Is
You
it
can make an insight check if you would like.
okay?
I'm.
I am
have a
not
+6.
great at insight, so I can.
I can
assist.
guidance somebody.
I can assist
Uh,
because I only have a +1 in insight. So I
John should be
will
our
assist.
insight boy.
The goblin looks you more distraught as you are trying to discuss this, and the kite cackles wildly, swaying even more frantically in the air.
Well, he just thinks he's so high above it all.
What's
Okay.
your insight check?
Oh.
So with advantage and guidance,
Sure.
what do I roll for guidance, or does someone else roll? Or do I just roll a d4?
D4.
Yeah, roll it.
Yeah.
Roll it, daddy.
18.
So you notice that it was when the goblin looked distraught to you that the kite started fluttering more quickly, and you realize that it wasn't the kite reacting. It was the goblin's mood making the wind howl harder.
We still have to calm down the goblin.
As the kite looks down and says, "Ugly little girl, you'll be an ugly old lady. Just go ahead and let go."
I'm gonna walk over to. So it's a goblin girl, right?
Yes,
Like,
it's a
obviously,
Over
goblin
I
here
can
at the
girl.
tell-
beacons. Is that where we're at?
Like, this is a child.
I'll walk over there and go. I'll just kind of hold my hair out, like in front of me a little bit, and then summon my owl Owlsby, and he'll poke his little face out and go whoo whoo, and kind of like the baby thing to try to entertain a child,
Okay, so you're trying to
Make her
calm
laugh.
her.
make her
Okay.
laugh. Yeah. Woo-hoo.
Because of the fashion in which you're doing it, give me a performance check.
Ooh,
Oh, shit.
guidance. I start playing music. We're
Da-da-da-da.
doing we're basically having a Road Eldorado interaction here.
Oh, okay, not bad. 16 plus 2 for an 18.
All right.
Woo-hoo.
She starts focusing on you instead, and as she does, the kite starts yelling louder, and the kite says, They're just trying to distract you. They're going to make you old. Pay attention to me.
The owl would do that thing where his head like turns completely upside down, like a rowlet, and just goes hoo hoo, and like dips back in, and pops out at a different spot of my hair. Just hoo
Little
hoo.
thief, little rat thief. The kite screams as you notice the wind starting to die down. The kite drops 5 or 10 feet.
Oh,
Come on, hoo hoo. I'm right. Hoo hoo.
I'll need another either performance or a persuasion check.
Oh
I
shit!
will-
No,
I will
I know what I
assist.
want to do.
This is
No.
a contested check as the kite
Oh, I have persuasion for
as
days.
the kite calls out, "Your ears are lopsided and your skin is splotchy."
That's fucking rude.
I have persuasion. Am I supposed to roll?
Persuade.
You sure can.
18 plus 10, 28.
That definitely beats the kite's roll.
Fuck off, kite.
As it drops another 10 feet, it's still
Piss off, kite.
20 feet in the air,
Piss off.
and its
Piss off, ghost.
its mouth is widening around that diamond frame, the teeth slavering, and it says, "When I get down there, I'm going to eat your little fingers off."
The owl, he'll pop instead of his face, it'll be his butt, and he'll go make a little fart sound.
Roll me a
Just a-
performance check.
that is. Oh, I'll assist so you have advantage.
Okay.
Okay. Well, the first one's a 14
What are you going to do to assist with
and
farting?
a 13.
How do you
so,
assist with
uh,
farting?
How do you
16.
assist with farting?
They're just trying to distract the goblin girl and make her giggle. And so
Yeah.
That's what they're assisting.
John would laugh when the owl farted because
Yeah.
as a kid, farts
Okay.
are funny, right?
When you hear someone laugh, you gotta start
You-
laughing too.
You tied the DC, which means you beat it that time.
Oh, snap.
The kite drops another 10 feet. It's only just barely fluttering over the ground now. And its voice is frantic, desperate, as it says, "Your eyes are too big. Your tongue is forked and lopsided. Your nose is all quivery and ugly."
I feel like these are comments the kite is saying about itself.
Wow.
Deep.
Ooh,
You know-
Only a persuasion check, Juke.
Damn. That hurts.
The persuasion check, so that is an 8 plus 10, so that is an 18.
The
But
kite
I
falls and
Whoa, whoa,
hits
whoa.
the ground.
That's a 20.
The
You
wind
can't get below a
is
10.
gone.
Oh, that's right. I can't get below a 10.
The
You're
wind
right.
is
20.
gone as the kite
Yay.
hits the ground and the limp string is there. The bow's on it.
Remove the bows.
Yeet
the
the
bow.
bows.
You rip the bows off, and as soon as you do,
Curse.
the kite
Curse.
disintegrates.
And look at you. You're free to go.
Do you know how to get back home, young one? I'll kneel down to her and act motherly for some reason.
She says, "I don't want to go back. My parents are at Motherhorn, but Creepy Lynn is still there. She's the
You-
one who made me do this."
Do you know a safe place?
It's
not safe there.
Hold on.
Blah, 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 blah.
Squirt is here. Squirt, can you bring this child a will?
No, there's a cave nearby. There's lizards to eat.
And you feel you're from this land though, right?
Yeah, their parents are in Motherhorn.
She
Well,
says,
I didn't know if they
"I
were
have to-
taken there.
She says, "I have to give you something though."
Can you give me a smile? And I'll be like, where's that smile?
She like blushes and giggles, and she does.
I have Owlsby like flutter out on her head doing this little hoo hoo.
There, now you owe us nothing.
She says, "No, I have to give you something. I have to give you something important to me." And she reaches in her pocket. And
It's a scroll of fireball, third level. I knew it. Yes. Everyone, we're taking 3 hours. I gotta learn this shit.
she takes out
Oh God, what?
Roll me a D100.
Who?
You.
You.
All right. So if I use a 10 and a percentile, wait, do I have? All right. Here's
You
the
can just roll a
percentile.
10 twice.
A percentile is 40, and then the 10 is an 8, or sorry,
Okay.
a 3. So a 43.
She
Unless 48's
takes-
better, one of the two.
So she takes out a beautifully hand-carved tiny wooden sylph figurehead that has been ripped off of a model ship, and she hands it to you.
So it's a figurehead of a ship?
Of a model ship.
But it's in the shape of a fairy?
Yes, a sylph.
Oh,
That's cute.
wow. Thank you so I'm sorry. What was your name? I am Joalyn of the mountains.
Oh, I'm Fenia.
Fenia. Oh, what a lovely name. Oh, my goodness. Now you hurry on off. We'll,
Safety.
Do you want to
Yeah,
come
we'll-
with and eat some lizards?
no. Well, you can see how many lizards I would need to eat. Ho, ho, ho.
Oh, okay. All right,
Uh,
bye.
Okay, bye.
I'm going
When
to
she's
ring
gone-
to Jean.
Jolene's
say-
like, oh my god, am I good with kids? Holy shit.
Jean,
Blech.
does Jolene do this often? This is really weird.
This is the first time I've ever seen this. I'm really freaked out.
Blech.
She handled that really well. I'm kind of proud of her.
It was really impressive.
I
was
know,
taking
right?
notes.
Yeah, yes,
don't even
yes,
want
Jolene.
children.
You did good.
I just throw the figurehead of the ship off to the side like it's fucking. No, I'm kidding. I
Oh my
don't.
God.
She keeps it.
Brutal.
Yeah, it's like, oh, what the fuck is this?
So Gleam is smiling at having seen how this went down. Amador saw that you foretold heroes of prophecy clearly had it handled. Didn't worry about it.
Before we go, can I just Arcana check this thing to make sure it's not a magical bomb or anything,
Sure.
or is it just mundane AF?
You've
It
activated
explodes.
the dead man switch.
Arcana
It
is
is mundane. You don't even have to-
19. Okay.
It's mundane.
All right. So worthless is what you're saying. All right, I got you.
Yes.
I'll stuff it in
completely
a pack with my other knickknacks and paddywhacks and some bones. Don't ask any questions.
Knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone.
Okay, well,
So-
back to it.
So
Gotta clear out the system.
where
yeah.
So Gleams and Amador pause and they say, "So, where do you wish to head?
What do you mean?
You wish
where
to
do
try and forge an alliance with the Koreds of the Briganox in order to finish off this wicked woman? Or do you wish to head to the Fey Beacons to find the Elf Prince to see if he is useful to our quest? Or shall we head directly to the scene of her tragic plays at Motherhorn?"
Well, we
I-
cannot forsake a person, so we got to go figure out the elf boy, right?
I mean, he's kind of between us and there, so yeah, small detour.
These Rockhead guys and others, do they have a grievance with the lady?
Indolin.
Indolin, that's the one. Thanks, Gene. John, you got me, bud.
You're welcome.
Sorry, the name of the elf, yes?
Or if it's like, I'm more talking to the party.
Oh, okay.
Well, we shortened the name of the elf to Al because I don't. think
Oh,
Green could
right.
pronounce it. But Al's on the way, and if this is going to be more of like a subterfuge or like talking thing instead of outright battle, Al might be helpful? Question mark. Elf Prince might know something about Indolin.
Yeah, and he's a prince, so I figured, you know.
Money!
What?
Yeah,
regular
Eli
elf
got
not
some
good enough
jingle
for you?
jangle.
Regular elf not good enough for you, G-Lane?
No,
I see how it is.
actually, come on over here.
Oh god, no!
See, call that bluff, boy. I'm gonna get you one day though. Just you watch.
She sat
No
on my
idea why.
ears.
No
She
idea
wants
why I
my
was talking like
ears.
that. Big old nibbly ears.
So as you get close to the beacons, it takes a little while to get there, but once you do, as you know, the rules of
Okay.
storytelling are that we can't have another random encounter, so we don't have to worry about that. You know, it would derail the main storyline too much. And this
I
is a
do-
realm of stories.
Oh,
Wait a minute.
Gone full
do-
meta.
I do have a question.
Yes.
As we see them, are the beacons lit? Does Elfboy
Uh,
call for aid?
One beacon is lit, in fact.
Oh.
8 columns of rock reach skyward, forming a ring around a deep crater lake. You see there are rough-hewn steps that spiral up each column, and a rowboat is moored on the lakeshore next to one of them. A torch-bearing figure is at the top of the stairs, having just lit this beacon, and you see 8 winged beasts with antlers shouting and howling with laughter as they circle and wheel around it.
peculiar.
What?
Peculiar.
Yeah, peculiar. That's you don't see that every day, right?
You're not
The
wrong.
beacon is lit. Elfboy calls for aid. And J. Crew will answer.
That would be
Are we
nice.
named after a shirt brand? No. Every time I hear it,
No,
I'm
you're
like,
named after your names.
we're named after
What are you talking
shirts.
about? No, that's ridiculous. Why would you
Don't
say
you-
something like that?
Don't
I
you
want a
bring that
shirt.
beacon nonsense into here?
Yep.
Hated that stupid quest.
Okay, sorry. So what are we doing?
So there's some horned beasts and surrounding the bottom, so I guess they can't climb stairs. I'm assuming.
No,
How do
the
our
horned birds are
squires-
circling and wheeling around?
Ah,
Goat
Oh,
eyes.
ooh, I want one of those as a familiar. All the
There
things
are
I can
8
do
of
to that.
them.
Are they like harassing the person running the torch?
That
up
is
to the beacons?
correct.
Oh.
How big are they?
Lorge.
So you see him now quickly working his way down the stairs, and
Working his way.
they
Getting
they
work.
follow him around, and they're laughing and giggling and they're just squealing at him, making noises. And he gets in the rowboat, and you see him like really going to town on those oars. Just he's getting to the next beacon. As soon as he gets out of the boat and he takes the first step on the step, the creatures fly back to the first beacon,
Oh no.
Oh, and
snuff it
unlight
out.
it.
and they start flapping their wings at the fire,
Ah.
laughing maniacally as they put it out.
Oh, I'm betting it's going to be something where like he's cursed to try and light all the beacons, but they keep messing it up. So every time he lights one, they put it out. And he has
Yeah.
to go light another one, and he can't get all
Real-
of them lit no matter how hard he
real
tries.
with seagulls.
Boulder.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a boulder of seagulls or whatever. Yeah.
It's an impossible task.
Well, we just let them at it. Let's just, these birds are like too cool. I have a bad habit of murdering crows.
You know, and I think the union law says that we cannot help him.
Wait, what?
Is does anyone smell jorts all of a sudden? Orange cat? is there an orange cat right here somewhere?
I hear a Spanish
I didn't
accent
feel that.
Who knows?
with the edge of rape your wheat.
I'm a giant Goliath lady. That back.
So do you approach the beacons further?
What does it look like our squires and helpers are indicating? Are they like, oh, this is fucked up, or oh,
Amador-
Sisyphus?
Amador is very busy talking to Pollinella. When you look to Amador turns greener
Ooh.
and immediately starts going
Whistles. He's
like
whistling.
I'm innocent whistle.
Yeah.
So, what happens if he actually accomplishes lighting all those beacons?
We don't know. We don't know what his
they-
curse is.
Gleam looks and says, I don't know. I just know that he's trying to find his way home.
How many birds are there?
8.
8 of these. So are these big or are they just birds?
It's not easy to tell from this distance
Are we
until I
talking-
manage to flip through my source book and find it.
Are we talking like Cornish game hens or like vultures?
Or elephant? I mean, it's the Feywild. Who fucking knows?
Or rock?
Yeah.
It's a feathered dragon.
Mina, thank you for 12 months.
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
They're
come on.
they're medium-sized creatures.
Okay.
They're
So,
people-sized.
not-
They're huge.
Not-
They're huge.
not
They're
They're
people
big
dinosaur.
size.
birds.
They're
Yeah,
big.
but not like huge. You know,
So
Like,
we
they
should
could-
we should
pick us up.
They can
we-
pick us
we-
up. They're as
we need
big
to
as
talk
people.
to Al and see what his deal is, and then
Okay. So you're
Yeah.
gonna signal the elf to come over?
yes,
Yeah, be like, hey,
dude
You
must
signal him over, and as he does, they land at the beacon that he was next to, and you see them like gesturing with their wings, like, "Come on,
Oh,
don't you
oh,
want to go
okay.
again?"
What fresh hell is this?
And he rose up to you, and he stands out of it, and he says, "Well, you're an eclectic bunch, aren't you?"
we get that a lot. Flips hair.
What was that in the background, Bucky? Oh,
I don't know.
It wasn't from Bucky. It was from Jungos. The metal pipe falling.
And he goes,
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you didn't hear from me because I'll be haunted if there's metal pipes falling back here.
He says, "Are you here to take in the show, then?"
no.
Al?
Alagarthus, Prince.
We see-
What's all? Yeah. Just kind of like motion to all of this, like, are you okay, bud?
You do not appear to be from Toril. Where do you hail from?
The name of our world, Acquisitions Incorporated, is where we hail from, good friend.
Azalor.
Yeah, it's Azalor.
Azalor.
It's totally not been how long.
It's not on the
since-
map right now. We're at Fey Beacons, is all I know.
To be fair, we've been in the Feywild for so long that we haven't been in like
It's
the
not
actual.
like the map was on the screen this entire time at the beginning of the game while we were waiting to go live. or
Yeah,
anything,
but-
where
Did
we
you
could have seen it.
what? You think I just sit there and read maps all day? Because I do that. It was just not
Maybe
that
you
one map.
should.
You know what?
We've-
I'll take this to consideration and hold it to heart next time when I forget to do it.
We've been in the Feywild so long. We don't even know if Azalor is real.
That's
Yeah.
That's fair. So he says to you, "Well, if you're not here to see the play, then I suppose I should at least be courteous and tell you my story and then request yours. You see, I came here to save my world. There was prophecy of a terrible dragon
All
that
these
has been
damn
destroying my
prophecies.
kingdom.
A lot of props. A dragon. Jolene's like,
Yes.
here's perk. Oh no.
A green dragon was attacking the kingdom, and Indolin Moongrave came to me and told me she could show me the future. She said it would cost me a year of my life, but I thought that's a small price to pay. She showed me a future in which I defeated the dragon, but died doing so of my injuries. And then there was another future where I managed to defeat it, and I survived. This, she told me, the details would only come to me for a year of my life. I accepted these terms, and the hag informed me that that year would be seen in servitude to her.
Mm.
I spent a year as her
Jason.
chambermaid.
Not to
Oof.
sound like to rub salt in the wound, but that seems like a pretty little amount of information to get for. I mean, it's really vague.
No,
And also
she
not
told
super-
me. She told me exactly what I needed to do to defeat the dragon and survive. once the year was up.
Oh.
But then she laughed at me and said, "Good luck getting back."
Oh, it's a
As she
monkey's
informed
paw.
me that the only path to my home is visible only in the light of 8 beacons.
Hmm.
I have come here to light these beacons, and ever since I have been thwarted by these damnable Peritons,
Bruh.
themselves
Oh.
cursed by Indolin Moongrave.
Wait, did
I would
Peritons have been cursed
suggest,
too?
yes, I would suggest you not go near her castle. You see, she's always on the lookout for new actors for her thrice damned theater.
Okay, no theater.
The most
Yeah,
wicked of
gosh.
all performing arts.
Yeah, it's not spoken word, is it? Oh my god, I can't. Guys, I was in a college improv troupe,
These
and wow,
cursed
anyways.
creatures before you once performed at her very theater, the Greyhawk Mummers. They were invited in. They performed pantomimes. I was forced to attend. He shudders. Dozens of their performances. In my time as a chambermaid, each one more dreadful than the last.
And now they torment you as these birds with damnable wings. Correct?
When their popularity made them haughty and difficult to control,
Ugh.
Indolin locked them up. And they begged to be set free, so she giggled and said they would be as free as the wind. And as they exited their jail cells, they turned into these creatures before you.
You
They
know,
have been deprived of all speech, but as you can see, they still have a flair for the theatrics. And he turns and picks up a rock and throws it at him, and they dance madly over at the side, taunting him. All of them like stretching their wings between each other in like a conga line.
Wow, these birds are super dicks.
that answers my question. I was wondering if they ever put on a theater performance for you.
Actually,
Wait.
That's
kinda
smart.
Idea.
Yeah, I
idea.
guess, I guess.
Idea. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Fireball. Yeah. Well, no.
What?
What's your idea?
Fireball. that?
Wait, no. Idea. Sorry. What were you gonna say first, Severa?
No. You go ahead. I want to see where this goes.
Okay. So, would it be possible?
She's so here for the ride.
Oh God. Okay, so the Terrians, Terrians,
Peritons.
Bird assholes.
Yeah. But you said they did pantomime, right? So without
Yes.
speech or without.
Of all the theatrical possibilities, the most heinous and despicable. And you see them all all their feathers ruffle in unison.
Z-Ray, are you going to put them in a box?
No. No. So, but they keep. But why do they keep preventing you from lighting the beacons?
Because they're damn dirty birds, that's why.
Okay,
Okay.
we've got over the fact that they're damn dirty birds.
So, okay, but they're preventing you from lighting the beacons. But what if, and work with me here,
Fireball.
again, that's plan B.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Incinerate the bastards.
Oh,
What-
you can
what if
cast Fireball?
we-
That's great.
What if we convince them to put on a show, and while that's going on, you light the beacons, and we'll pretend we're super interested in their show and cheering them on, so they won't notice that you're about to finish lighting all the beacons before they try and stop you.
Hey, Sean.
That's good.
Sean,
I
Okay.
like that.
Fireball.
I like that. I
Yes.
like that one a lot.
did you explain this plan within earshot of the birds?
They're across
Sta-
the lake right now.
Stage
Oh.
whispering. Sort of what
It's,
you're
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not a big lake, just so you're aware.
We need telepathic
yeah.
bond quick.
The
Have
birds
message.
understand what a stage whisper is. They'll respect it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's-
exactly.
Even if they heard you, they would ignore it. They're
It's like
dedicated
the-
to their craft.
Like the people on the Titanic that they didn't listen at dinner either as they went down.
No.
That's
So
these guys.
we ask them to put on a show, and we act like we're super into it to keep them from noticing while he finishes lighting the beacons.
Okay.
How long would that take? Because given that he'd has to go up a bunch of stairs.
Well, can we help him light the beacons? So, like, some of us stay for the show.
He looks to you and he says, well, it's to get all the way up and all the way down, like you saw on the way over here, takes about 45, 50 minutes for each
Ooh.
one.
Do you
then
have to
about
light
10
the
minutes,
beacons?
time of
then about 10
watching.
minutes between each one.
So if
So
we,
8 beacons, 8 hours.
That's like the Lord of the Rings extended cut. It's fine.
What is this man's
Oh, God.
movement speed?
this dude must have like labs
climbing.
for days if he's been rowing the boat and climbing. Like the
Yes,
dude's
but that's
glutes
not
must
the
be
problem.
on
The
point.
problem is that the beacon spires are like hundreds of feet tall.
Now,
Okay,
we
now-
have
now
some
And they're
here's-
who
like
can fly.
slippery.
Hold
They're
up.
like slippery, awful steps.
Okay. How long would you think this would take if you had the ability to fly?
3 hours.
3 hours? I can only make you fly for 10
So that's
minutes,
like
my
what,
dude.
John?
Well, that's not going to work at all.
Yeah.
Well, we could still split up, right? And light
Look,
and each light a
look,
beacon.
I don't know if I have to be the ones to light the beacons or not. I don't want
What
you
did
to
she say?
screw this up for me.
So you want to, for peace of mind, be the one to light the beacons, is what you're telling us.
You look over and you see that Amador has submerged themselves about halfway in the lake,
For water.
Oh, he's
And it's
hooked on
just
it
sorta-
again.
just sort of sitting over there like shivering.
Oh,
as you see, like-
refreshing.
And you see like all the veins and stuff plumping.
Oh God, he's
Oh.
juicing.
He's
It's
juicing
like
up.
it's when you chew 5 gum. It's like that. That's what happens. You chew that 5 gum and like, ah.
So that being said,
Can I quickly just poke my horn into the water near where he's juicing up?
He's
Bruh.
what?
He instantly gains like 6 inches of height.
Oh God.
Whoa! Can you do
Uh,
that for everybody?
Yeah, I'm just
Amador
gonna sit
is
here and
now-
like let him keep getting bigger.
Actually, let me be specific. He gained 7.5 inches of height. And
That's his-
Amador
that's the
is
whole
now
horn.
considered a medium creature.
Let's go.
He's not gonna know once the juice runs out. He's gonna
Oh,
be
he's
on
gonna
display
have
like
such a
Bane.
crash. He's gonna have such a crash.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
So right now you want to see if you can get the birds to put on a show for you and be enthralled for it.
Well, not after hearing how long
So-
it's going to take him to light the beacons, because he
So
just said it's going to take
Aligarthus-
several
Aligarthus
hours.
says, "The damn mummers are just here taunting me because they think they're better than me. They think it's a grand show, and I'm the only audience they've got.
And you said there's 8 of these
And
bird
of course,
things,
I'm
right?
not one of them. You know how theater people are. They're all in it together.
Oh, I tell you, in my improv group in college, well, funny story. I'll
Oh,
get into it later.
gods. You're one of them?
I'm not a theater
Ugh.
major.
Ugh.
No, you gotta realize the lowest rung of comedy is
Ale-
mime. I mean, let's agree on that.
Aligarthus immediately like steps away from Jolene like she's diseased. Like
Well,
moves
I
over
mean-
closer to Severa.
Oh, when he comes closer, she's going to just look at him and say, "You have to understand, for us to help you, you will have to become that which you hate the most. You will have to act for the birds."
I won't do it.
Then you will be here forever and you will not fight your dragon.
So be it.
Well then, okay.
Okay.
I
You're
will
gonna-
not-
Carry
I
on
will
then.
not- I will not fall prey to the damnation of the seven circles of hell from my world. You don't understand.
Has anyone ever told you that you have great projection for the stage? Your voice really travels.
Yeah.
Look at the.
Those are dueling words. Take them back.
Okay, we're gonna do
And-
what you call an
and-
aside. where you kind of look at the camera.
So Gleam says, I think in his world it's like a sin or something. I don't think he can act, or he's gonna go to hell. Like one of the bad hells. One of the really bad hells.
Oh, not the good
So-
hell? Where it's just like
The
hockey
special hell?
and hanging out?
Like, you know
Not
how
like the
there's
hot hell,
usually
but the
9
really hot
hells?
hell.
He's gonna go to the 10th hell.
Arizona.
hell?
Super hell.
Never
I-
good.
I've heard them call it by a secret name. And Liam leans in and whispers, Ohio.
Ah!
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Ugh.
We all recoil.
Content warning, please.
Would
I
not
was
wish
there
that on
several
my
weeks
worst
ago. It was
enemy.
terrible. No offense to any Ohioans, but I hate your fucking roads. Ah! They're made out of bricks. Bricks. It's 2023. What the fuck is happening?
I would not wish that on my worst enemy.
I would.
Yes, in his world, I think it's like
If he actually
against
goes
the
to Ohio.
gods.
Mhm. Understood.
Hmm.
He's now displeased with.
Wait,
He starts to go over towards Juke and then sees that Juke has a loot.
she's a
And
theater
Oh, no.
nerd.
you see him go like
Tangentially related.
pale. You see him go pale.
I'll just
Moves
finger
over
up.
to he moves over to Jean,
Thespians!
moves over to Jean and says, in a very whisper, he says,
A
"Don't
stage
mean
whisper?
I don't mean to alarm you, but I fear you are traveling with a group of theater enthusiasts."
Is he confiding in me because he thinks I'm an elf?
Yes.
I think it's also because you have no ability to lie and therefore no aptitude for
Wait,
You
wait,
also
wait.
don't look like an actor. You look like a fighter.
Wait. You said think I'm an elf?
Thinks Jean.
Yeah, I'm feeling sus. The sus radar just went off.
Because John's a half elf. Duh.
Oh.
Dork.
Yeah, I'm such a dingus. God, it's so stupid.
Wait. Jean isn't. He's not like a halfling?
He's a half elf. Well, he's an elf. Look at his ears.
He's
He's
a
got those
half
big
elf. I'm a
nibbly
half
ears.
elf.
I
No,
seriously
no.
thought he was like 2 feet tall.
He's wearing.
He is.
He's wearing shoes.
Big
Halflings
shoes.
can't do that.
Oh, shit.
I'm not
Right.
wearing like 7-inch platforms like somebody in this group, or
Hey,
you know,
when you're
Wait a
or
second.
or-
when you're 8 foot tall, 7 inches is like 3.5. All right, basically nothing.
So he looks at you and says, "If you have a plan, please help me. I beg you.
How-
This place is becoming more like Ohio by the moment."
Why is the bricks on the road all of a sudden? Asphalt. All this
John-
technology
John-
we've made.
John takes Al by the shoulders and just goes, "Oh, please, never say that word again. We do not speak of the dark place."
Blech.
As he steps away from you, he says, "Why couldn't it have simply been something less evil? Politicians, vagrants." Thank you for the leadoff joke, FD.
I
Or
have
even seed layers. You know, like that Johnny Appleseed fellow. Annoying as shit, but you know, not evil.
wait.
Oh.
Wait.
Yeah, wait.
What if we could
Drop
convince
it.
them to no longer bother you so you could complete your quest of lighting the beacons?
So he says, yes, you work on that. I'm gonna go to one of these other beacons. And he gets back in the rowboat and starts rowing.
As soon as he gets out of earshot, John turns around and goes, "What a dick."
Oh,
Yeah.
John, very good. Very
I wasn't
impressive
even
acting. Very impressed.
So
I
will
wasn't
say-
even an actor. I'm just like,
I will say, by the way, you now have all the information to solve this in both violent and multiple non-violent ways.
I have an amendment to my previous plan.
fireball twice.
I agree. I about twice.
It's still the backup plan, but what if because he thinks they're after him because he's high above them and better them and everything, so they're tormenting him.
That I got it in my head too. Yeah,
Yeah.
it hit me.
What if instead of asking the Terrians to put on a show, we put on a show for the Terrians?
Oh, and they have
I mean, I
one-up
can
us?
dance.
You're at,
Oh,
you're okay.
Dance
You're
battle.
also
Dance
you're
off!
Dance battle.
talking several hours.
No.
Maybe.
We just convinced them to leave this nonce alone because there's more interesting things out there. There's instead of just like let him do his thing for 8 hours, don't care. We'll just get
Gotta
them to
run him
leave
off.
so he can do his thing in peace.
They may have to
we
go
don't,
off
we
and
don't have
practice.
to stay here for the whole 8 hours.
Yeah.
We either put on a show for them that they like and be like, hey, why don't you just leave
Pissed
this
off.
square alone?
Assholes. Yeah. Leave the square
don't you
alone. Yeah.
Wait, Sean, are you saying that we were inviting them to bother us instead? Because that seems like what is happening here. We're going to dance for them, do a little thing and dance, and they're going to follow us.
Maybe we'll convince them we're cool. I've always wanted to be one of the popular kids.
Sean, what's your passive insight?
Passive insight,
Yeah.
16.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you the critical thing that was said that John definitely picked up on.
I think I know what you're talking about, but yes, please send it to me.
Gotta burn these crows.
Should I? My passive insight is 11.
I thought we could get the birds to like, hey birds, you can't light these pyres, you idiots.
Yeah.
And then they'll be like, hey, fuck you, and they'll prove us wrong. I go lighting them. But I don't think Alphonse Eric over here is cool with that. I've got to light them myself. Fucking pencil dick. Spit at him.
Well, maybe you could light them all. If lighting the beacons shows the path home, you just leave.
But he said he had to light.
No, he
The
thinks
light.
For
he.
him to get home.
Yeah, for him to get home.
Oh, well, I don't want to go home yet. We haven't got
We haven't finished
the most
our.
magical treasure.
We haven't finished our quest.
I think I think we
I
have
kill all of them.
I don't think we have to kill them. I think we just have to convince them not to bother with this jerk anymore.
Oh, no,
Because
the birds not to bother with the jerk anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
Because the way honestly, he's kind of being it's kind of understandable why they're tormenting him, because it's really the only thing they can do, because they've been turned into birds and he was just the target of their aggression. If we work with them and show that, hey, we're cool theater kids too, why not just give up on this guy and
Start your troop.
well, I mean, they've also been turned into birds, so they probably want to be turned
There's
back.
a motherfucking storytelling spider just on the other side of these fucking clouds. I'm pretty sure that the animals could be very well entertained by some fucking
Well-
acting birds.
Well,
Also true.
it's not through the clouds. We're in a different.
Squirt is here. We
We're
can
in a
just
different
have
dimension.
Squirt, put him right
Yeah,
in
yeah.
that area. Boom.
But okay, so my suggestion is we have a little looks at Jolene, a little improv session.
Okay, I need 3 words. No.
I need a box of props, I need a list of potential prompts, and then I need space. Everyone give me space. I need to get into character.
Yep.
Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Loosen
Okay,
up,
we're
loosen
gonna
up.
do
the
a
birds-
sings from chat.
So how are you gonna get the birds' attention? Because you see that they're starting to slowly
Harass him.
hop around the outside mockingly towards the
Quick,
beacon he's going
quick,
towards.
Jolene, interpretive dance, Juke, give us a beat.
Drop a beat.
DJ, drop
Drop
a
a
beat.
beat. That's all I can hear.
I did completely. DJ, drop a beat. Bane's the name. Oh no, what have I done?
Birds, how are you getting their attention exactly?
I I'm just gonna fire a bolt into the sky
Yoda.
like a beacon, like a flare.
Are you doing like the
Alright,
Get their
Hamilton pose?
attention.
Hamilton pose, like pointing at the sky.
I guess I'm gonna start like I'm playing a freaking concert.
Gotta
Like,
miss my shot.
All right, they see this and intrigued. All
I'm
eight
gonna-
of them fly over.
And I will say,
throw the
okay, I'm gonna need a
As they start to
noun.
fly
an
over,
action.
Amador frantically gets out of the water and draws the rapier and says,
No.
"Behind me. I will protect you from their predations."
John just like runs over, is like, no, it's all part of the plan. Put it away, put it away, put it away.
What? You don't understand. They
sit and watch.
eat the bees.
They won't eat the
Always
bees.
birds.
That's what's big.
Queen.
They weren't always birds. It's okay. It's okay.
Very well.
I'll shout
fact,
to the crows.
I will
we-
not allow any harm to come to Queen Polynilla. You must understand.
We may need the stalwart acting of a noble knight and warrior.
FD just gave Jean player
Ooh,
advantage. Please
thank
write
you.
that down.
Yes, please write it down because somehow I have lost my thing. It's around here somewhere. Said everyone's. I lost it when I got up.
Silly
Thank you,
mistake.
FD. So, all right.
So they come over.
Like,
and-
okay, can I get a location?
Are you telling me I've piqued their interest?
Well, you're cutting out with your crow talk.
They
They
don't
can't
seem to be able to
speak.
talk.
They
They seem to
okay,
understand you though.
but they can't talk
Can't-
because they're birds.
Were they not talking shit?
They were like flapping and like gesturing and like calling
They
at him.
can,
Basically.
they can like cackle. They
Oh, I'm thinking of that the kite we just
Correct.
took care of. Okay. Well, this will point to Severa. Can I get a place
Wait,
of business?
Can't you read surface thoughts?
one of them,
If I want
one of them
to
hops
blow them
closer
all.
to one of them hops closer to Juke and hooks its beak on one of the strings and twang.
A kitchen. A restaurant
kitchen.
kitchen.
Twang.
Those
Okay, we're gonna
strings
play-
are expensive.
Because
We're gonna
Jolene
play
is cooking.
scenes. We're gonna play scenes from a kitchen. Okay, can I get an occupation? And she'll point to
Occupy.
Jean.
Lawyer.
Polygamist.
Whoa.
Polygamist? I heard polygamist in the back.
John was like, I was right there in front.
Someone said helicopter. I'm gonna go with helicopter. I heard it in the back.
All right.
I didn't pre-plan this.
Before we get any further with this, we're gonna go ahead and request a performance check from each of you individually.
All right.
Wait, I can't roll lower
Oh.
than a 10, right?
Correct.
All right, so.
I need to look up my special skills
20.
real quick.
I will note that Juke has 2 uses of advantage. Jean has 1, just given. Jolene has 3.
I had
Severa
2.
has 1.
I had 2 player advantage. I now have 1 because I'm going to use it for that.
Okay, you are going to
Um,
use 1.
I'm gonna use my advantage as well.
All right.
And it was the exact same number, so 20.
That's
Okay.
how it works sometimes. 15.
I'm gonna-
Jolene and
With one
Severa?
dice.
Ooh, no, I have 17
I
plus 2
can-
for 19.
I can give everyone. Oh, wait, no, I can't give everyone
You
that.
can give one person Bardic Inspiration. Severa is the only one who hasn't gone. So
I rolled an 8.
Bardic Inspiration, so you can add a d8 to that.
Ooh.
Okay,
so roll a d8.
Another 8. 16.
Nice.
Very inspired.
So we had a 15, a 19, a 20, and a 16. Is that correct?
I heard 20 in there, so.
So, that being said, the Peritons, as you're watching, as you're performing, they all move over into 2 rows of 4, and they sit with the row in front sitting lower and the row in back sitting higher, so they can all watch. And
Adorable.
as your performance comes to an end, they all politely bring their wings together.
For clapping?
Wow. I'll
Aw.
prestidigitate like fires, like my fingertips, like a cha-cha-chow.
Yes, hands.
Then they all start coming over to you, like 2 each, and they start holding the wing up, and they start doing like pantomime around you.
What, like they're circling around us or something?
They do pantomime, and you don't catch what they're doing at first because they have wings instead of hands. And
Mhm.
then they sort of like look to each other and you're and they move around, and then one of them like points its wing at you, and then points its wing at one of the other ones, and then they like put their wings together like they're shaking hands, and then they like embrace wings, and then like a joyful reunion.
You want to go
Oh.
home?
I think no. What they were doing was they were saying thank you for like finally get to see some other actors kind of
They were
thing.
saying, one of us.
Yeah.
One of us.
Yes.
They're like,
Gobble gobble,
hi,
gobble gobble.
we're friends now. We're gonna have soft tacos later.
Oh,
Oh my god, is it Tuesday in the Feywild? Woo!
is there you have carne asadas or
Al pastor.
Ooh,
pescado
yes.
taco?
They come over to you, and each of them is like now like through very expressive pantomime for a bird, like discussing what they were impressed about from each of your performances.
Oh my god, they're giving us critiques.
Constructive.
They're over, and they're like using their feathers very gently across Juke's double loot, and they're like looking fascinated at how it works. One of them comes over and like gives like a shake of the beak, and then reaches up and very carefully adjusts just one of the strings to be slightly more tinsel, and then sort of gives you like a wing up, like a thumbs up. And then the beak nod. They come over to Jolene, and they're like pretending to do the things you were doing, and
Wow.
then they all turn in unison. And they point at where Al is going to the second beacon now, and you see them do like the flailing their wings like they're drunk.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's
kind
gotta-
of call him an asshole.
He's
Yeah,
He's got to stick up his butt longer than 10 feet.
the dumbest.
He doesn't
see
get
one
the
of them just
theater.
you see one of them just go completely rigid and then just fall over.
That
know,
was
the
legit
good thing
making you
is-
the
laugh.
others all go.
Yeah.
So
Hey, you guys are cool.
these-
They all
this-
take a little bow.
birds of a feather, after all. Birds of a feather.
Do you guys not
They-
want to be birds
then they-
anymore?
They point up to the beacon that he just got done lighting and point to you guys, and then mime blowing it out, and they sort of like hold their wings out like, you want to do it?
No.
Well, see, here's
No,
the
I'd be
thing.
down.
If
He's kind of a jerk.
supposedly, if he
Several.
lights all 8 of them,
Right.
you don't have to worry about him because he'll just leave.
They look to
And you
each
can
other.
You can
and they
hone your
look to
craft.
you. They tilt their heads.
The-
Am
I mean,
that
am
or
getting
you-
any,
that-
like,
That or you can sit there and watch him light them all
I
up,
don't
and then it doesn't actually bring him home, and then you can laugh your ass off at him because he's stuck
They-
here anyways.
They point at him, and then they point at you, and then they like give like a questioning sort of handshake. They're like, are you friends?
no,
With
we-
him?
we-
No.
he's pretty insufferable. And
We-
coming
we-
from me, that means a whole hell of a lot.
we talked to
they-
him, but
They
he's
have
not
one of
super
them do the
friendly.
like pretending to be the elf again, and then 3 of them knock him
Fucking
over
kill
and
him.
start kicking him with their talons. And
No.
the other four look to you and go like, thumbs
No.
up, thumbs down.
No.
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 Bad.
Mm.
Bad.
Take
you-
your performance on the road.
Your
Like
artistic
us.
talents are better served elsewhere, not dealing with this blowhard.
You turn around, you see them, like the 3 that were surrounding him let the one pretending to be him get up, and then like pretends to like row a boat,
What is the
and
name?
they just let him do it, and then they look at you like, really? You want us to just let him?
Oh, guys, I've got the best idea in the world.
They don't seem like upset. They're just like,
Yeah.
really?
No. Here, okay, bird friends. I'm sorry, I don't know your names. I'm Jolene, by the way. Nice to meet you all. Wow. Ah.
Another one goes, caw. Another one goes,
Okay.
Sure.
Caw.
That's a long name.
Can my bird translate? Does my Owlsby understand bird? Other bird?
Owlsby telepathically says to you, okay, so that's Archilus, that's Mortia. They're the leading male and female of the troop. That's Verna, but she's really bitter about being Mortia's understudy, and she thinks that she deserves to be the lead.
Oh God.
That's
Mhm.
Maldor, and she's like 87, but she thinks everyone else is an amateur. That's Angara, and she's the abuela of the group. She's in charge of all of them, and she started it. That's Gorgonol, and he's a jester, and everybody dislikes him.
I feel like you just
everybody dislikes
described
him,
like
But
90.
he's also hysterical, so they hate the way he is when he's not performing, but they know he's critical to the group's success. That's Carthasar. He's a method actor, and they all just hate him, period. And that's Thornelia the minstrel, and they all love her.
This
Okay,
is
well-
like the description of like 90% of high school theater instructors.
Yeah.
Seven's dying.
I'll relay to them their names that I somehow know. Unless you heard my owl going, what? It's telepathic. So
Yeah, it's telepathic.
so he's not sitting there going, hoo, 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 hoo.
When did you learn to speak with animals?
No, I have a familiar. I can communicate
Oh,
telepathically. with
Okay, yeah, no,
They're
because this
just
is
very-
literally the first time that Juke has just had you suddenly just translate
so I
from
wanna-
birds.
So I want to
I
say
speak
that
bird.
I was rolling some checks here, and they beat even John's passive perception. Severa, you turn and you realize that one of the birds has snuck up next to you and is like body language standing exactly like you stand, and it's
That's the
using its
method actor.
wings. It's using
it's
its
the method.
wings to cover all but one of its horns.
Okay. When I
When you
see
look
it,
at it, it turns and looks at you in like the exact same manner.
I'm
Do the
going to
hand thing.
pretend. I'm going to pretend to startle, and I will
It also does the
undo
same.
undo the latches on my my arms and legs and just go to pieces.
Damn.
Oh my
Follow
gosh.
that shit up. Fucking, that's like a death drop and drag right there. You just like, bam.
It's still covering up all the other horns, and then the other 7 paratons go,
Yeah.
and it just holds its arms up like, what are you gonna do?
I got nothing.
Are you gonna need some assistance putting that all back on?
Yes, please.
Use your mouth.
Are you just a chicken nugget right now? No arms or
Yeah.
Dedication to the bit.
Okay.
Juke is just
Yep, I already knew
laughing,
that.
helping you put your
Uh,
limbs back.
John will assist.
Thank you.
Okay. I'll call each of them their names that I know somehow. I just like point at them and like, hey, these are these guys. Okay. So douchebag over there points to the dude in the boat, trying to light the towers or whatever. Why not one final hurrah? You let him light all but one, and then you go and unlight all of them right as he's about to finish. And then
leave.
there's no worse hell than thinking he finally got it. Even act like he is keeping you away. So it doesn't, like, you're not just letting him win. Like, he's triumphant here. And then at the 11th hour, you pull the rug and snuff them all out. There's not a hell worse than that. And then leave him alone so he can resume his quest. That's like a fucking hell of a joke. Right, guys?
That is some personalized hell right there.
That's like
Yeah, I'm
malicious compliance.
I'm gonna
Get him
go ahead
so
and
close.
shift Jolene's
Yeah,
alignment a little
like,
further
just-
towards
whoa,
evil.
Wow.
Well, It already is towards evil.
We'll
But-
get a little further.
There
on
it
that
is,
accent.
Ohio.
But does this not solve both problems? If the
I'm-
bird's like one final like, haha.
I just gotta tell you though, you're getting closer to that Ohio.
Oh God. So good idea, birds.
That's cruel.
So I will intimate that they were basically asking you earlier, like, are you sure you want us to leave him alone? Like it's no big deal. And now you're
Make it
like,
a
and now you're purposely like, you should torment this fucker, make him waste 7.5 fucking hours of his life, get him to the brink of glory and happiness, thinking he's finally gonna go home to save his kingdom from a dragon, even if he's a bit of a stuffed up douchebag.
yeah.
And then just dick him down.
That is like
Yeah.
that is like how a supervillain mentally and physically breaks the hero at the last
Yeah.
second.
This isn't a good idea, guys. I
No.
thought this was perfect.
We're just all staring at you in abject horror.
Even the
Look,
crows
look,
are
okay,
looking at you
Jolene,
like that's a little much,
Yeah.
dude.
Bro, what the fuck?
Jolene,
What?
I love you, and you know you're
Okay,
you're my bitch, but that's a little too bitchy. That's making bitch go a little too far.
He minimized my college improv class. The winter home players.
Okay, look, you weren't even taking that for credit. It was just an elective. Let's be honest.
Hey, no, it was because there was a hot dude in there.
Oh.
Oh,
My literal
Wow,
All of
Sean.
them look judgmentally at you now that you only went into theater for a hot guy and not for
No.
the love of the art.
oh
No,
man,
that was only college. You experiment in college.
What kind of experimenting were you
One
doing?
of them that you got recognized as the abuela lady to you just shakes its head at you slowly, disappointed.
Yes, so inspiration again.
Oh no, not in Abuela. I don't have a that sort of thing in my culture, so I don't really understand.
Your grandma.
Well, she's been dead for a long time.
She's like the matron of the group, like mom,
Yes.
grandma type.
My mom's been dead, guys. Why do you keep bringing it up?
Oh god, I'm sorry.
Acting?
From disappointment in her daughter, no doubt.
Look, let's be honest, Jolene. On a scale of 1 to 10, that was an 11 of evil.
I'll have you know that
This
people
was-
kill people.
This was not the
That seems
diet.
to be worse.
This was not the Diet Coke of evil. This was like the flavor blasted alcoholic Coke of evil.
Look,
Hey,
that's
I'm
like
just
the-
saying.
like
Why
the-
put him in a death trap where we could just end him right here? You know what I'm
like
saying?
the Taco Bell suicide if you put in like
There's a-
vodka at the very end.
So you know, killing is generally pretty bad, but torture is always bad.
Okay, gosh, I was just trying to split the difference. You guys are obviously enjoying torturing elf guy, right? One final
They
hurrah,
look
then
at
you
each
leave him
other
alone
like-
and he can go home.
They look at each other and they basically mime out. We were just waiting for him to give up, and then we were gonna let him win.
Well, that's what.
Oof.
How's that any? How long have you been doing this?
They look to each other. They shrug.
Tens of
Oh.
years, decades, maybe. Same exact measurement of
how,
years.
How triangular is this? Is this
Gleam,
elf?
Gleam looks to you and says, "It's been about 3 days."
Oh, is that it?
What,
I thought
what
it was.
about?
He's been here for like a millennia and eons doing this.
No, he's just that much of a jerk. What if instead of, so I like the idea of one last hurrah, but what if we do it in an appropriate way? So like when he gets to the last pillar,
You blow out the
everyone's
last
just there,
beacon.
just sarcastically clapping, just like downplay his accomplishment, so it just stings even more.
Caw. Caw.
Can Owlsby just one-to-one translate so you say what they're saying and then no one else knows but me?
No.
Damn it. All right. They say it's a good idea. They're gonna harass him for another eon, guys. That's what they said.
Trying to use
Caw.
That's
Owlsby
not
to
what they
game the
said.
system.
No, you don't know that. Can you speak owl?
No, but I
Or
can read
bird?
body language, and it says that you're full of shit.
Body language.
The importance of body language.
You gotta read the crowd, Jolene. Come on.
Yeah, they all sort of like
Uh.
walk past Jolene. Each one gives a disapproving shake of the head.
Oof, that
You know,
stings.
If
They-
this
they
was
all
12
give-
years ago, I'd be upset, but
They'll
I'm happy
give
with
like
myself.
a pat on the shoulder to everyone else in the party, though,
wow.
and they fly off.
Didn't even do anything.
I mean, you did do something.
Yeah, you got a
You
16
made them
performance
laugh.
check.
You made them laugh by just
Look, every
throwing
theater
all your
crew
parts off.
every theater crew needs a good stage technician.
Yeah, it's important.
Oh god.
Are the birds
So-
gone?
Yes.
I'd be like, guys, obviously, I was going to tell the guy he was going to have to act like he was trying to do it. And then after he does the last one, they'll blow it out and he can do it in peace. It was a 2-step con.
Jolene, you were going to tell that guy to act?
Oh,
can't
shit.
act.
You're right.
You were
Sorry.
literally about to tell him to commit the worst possible sin.
Oh, sorry. That's such an odd thing that you can't act.
You
That
were
it
literally
erased
asking him
itself.
to like just airdrop into Ohio without a parachute, basically.
Well, if anything, you'll be
Oh,
dead when you
speaking
hit the
of
ground.
dropping.
So in a way,
Yeah, that would have been a mercy, but unfortunately,
Yeah,
you
it
can't
helps.
die in Ohio until Ohio is done with you.
Oh god.
damn it.
Speaking of dropping,
Shitty
you can still do
shitty
that.
roads will not.
That said, we're gonna end a few minutes early tonight, and next time we'll see what the party decides to do in regards to
I missed the pool.
if they want to try and unite the rest of the Fae in the realm against Indolin Moongrave, if they want to try and make a deal, if they want to try and make this a sneaking mission and play Solid Snake, or how they're going to go about it. Or if they just want to stroll up and go, all right, Indolin, negotiation time.
Jolene's not
Or
evil.
maybe-
Wait, Stella
or
landed.
maybe on the highs of their success as a brand new acting troupe and damning the perils of Ohio, they're going to instead decide to put on an act for Lady Moongrave at her theater.
What?
Find out next week, next time on
Hello there.
on Acquisition
J-
Incorporated, the J Crew.
We've done it.
Good night, everybody.
Good
Bye,
night.
everybody.
Everyone.
One more congratulations to Bella.
Yes,
Way to go,
congrats.
Bella.
Congratulations, Bella.
Getting some pretty dice. They're miniature too, so you can like hang them on like a backpack
Swallow
or
'em.
something and take them with you.
Oh.
Rocky, no.
Don't
Let
don't
me,
do that.
Let me go ahead and find us someone to raid. Tomorrow I'm gonna be starting a new Lego set. It
Oh
is
my god.
everyone is awesome. I'm gonna do that set tomorrow. And then we've got Splatfest on Friday, and I cannot pull up Twitch for some reason. Please work for me, Twitch, so I can find us somebody to raid. Oh my goodness gracious. Na. Yeah, let's go bother Hinetsu. Bother. Let's go. Let's see. Let's
Bother.
go. Wade. And the raid command. Bum, ba, ba, ba. All right, everybody. Hopefully I will see you tomorrow. Good night. Bye-bye.
Night.
But